Hello, hello. Hello, YouTube. And hello, Kick or Twitch. Messed it up again. We'll get the intro right one day. Hello, YouTube, and hello, Twitch. No more Kick. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is having a fantastic post-Christmas start of their week, or I guess it's Saturday, so start of their next week coming up. Hey, Sean. Welcome, Sean. I hope you had a great Christmas, Sean. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We're going to be playing some Oxygen Not Included, episode 2 of the Super Duper Wetland. Let me try to adjust this mic so it's not so much in the camera there. That might be okay. Hopefully that's okay, and hopefully it's not creating any echo. Hey, Louise, how are you? Welcome. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas or holidays, whatever you choose to celebrate. Hope everyone had a great time. And welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So let me go over what my plan is for tonight. So I'm going to be on for about 3 hours or so, maybe 2.5, 3 hours. Hey, Flying Rado, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. How was everyone's holidays? Did everyone have a... Just adjust the thing. How was everyone's holidays? Elusive Traveler, how are you doing? Just cut up on all the other playthrough VODs. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, Elusive Traveler. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Which one did you like more? The Super Duper Dreamland or the asteroid one? I forgot what I called it already. Great, says Louise. Perfect. Happy to hear. By the way, thank you so much to Lily Luna for becoming a member off stream. So Lily Luna subscribed to become an algae breather off stream. Thank you so much, Lily Luna. I'm a new player, so Dreamland was more helpful for me. Perfect. Happy to hear. Hopefully this one is equivalent in terms of being helpful. This one is sort of similar. This is not a Terra asteroid. This is a Squelchy, I think it's called. So the difference being so far that I understand is that there is a lot more cold atmospheres around instead of being very warm. So I think you remember in the Super Duper Dreamland, we tried not to dig into all the hot biomes that surround us. Well, here we're trying not to dig into all the cold biomes. So I guess that's like the main difference. And we're producing a lot of natural polluted oxygen from all the off-gassing materials, instead of using algae and oxygen diffusers for our main source of oxygen. But then that's like the main differences from as far as I can tell. And other than that, I mean, besides the critters that are available at the start, the trajectory looks quite the same. So hopefully this one is helpful in a different way. A lot of polluted oxygen, yes, but it's not germy. So we haven't dug into any germy areas yet. There is some slime down here. So actually, let me just kind of go over what I want to accomplish before we start playing. So basically, we're producing our power right now with the plugs plug. And this is creating a lot of hydrogen. So I want to move this up to the top and sort of create a natural little collection pot for it. Because obviously this is just going to overwhelm our base eventually. So I kind of want to do that. And it's also, if I move this up to the top, if any squeaks out or leaks out, at least it's not going into the getting caught in here and stuff. It has to make its way out. As you can see, I'm finishing some showers here. Actually, while I'm talking, let's get my duplicates working. Let's get some, I guess let's just do some digging here. Make sure that they can, they should be able to get out from here if they dig. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. That's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll move this up to the top, although I don't think that's super important. I think there's more important things to worry about, so that might be more of a later project. I mean, worst case scenario, I can always take all this hydrogen and move it into a storage because it's accumulating here at the moment. I want to complete the base, like the main base that we're going to be using as our starting area. So you can see I already started granite insulation all around. We'll expand this in the future, but for now, we just have this insulated, so it's kind of protecting us from all this cold and I know granite's not the absolute best, but it gives us a decor bonus, and I think over time, granite with the decor bonus will serve us better than well, it's 20% plus decor, so I don't know if that's actually going to be that big of a. Let's see how this works with the granite. So it's insulated tiles is minus 12, but then I don't know. I think I built one up here or something. I don't know. It's supposed to give you whatever. I don't know. I just like the look of granite as well, so we're gonna continue to use that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then, anyways, then we're gonna go over here. Probably, yeah, because there's a geyser right here, which is a slush geyser, I think. Yeah. So I don't want that inside my base. That's gonna be very, very cold. So I'm thinking about cutting it off somewhere here. Let's say there. And harvesting all this water, obviously. And then we're gonna kind of go like this. So everything above this will be, well, the space is right here, apparently. So this is an asteroid that Jim contributed, and he says space is like literally right here. So I don't want it to go too high because I want to leave room for rockets. And this asteroid, we're already at the, I believe neutronomium is, yeah, there's neutronomium right here. So we're already at the edge to the far left. So we have lots of room to the far right to expand. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as far as the trajectory goes. Maybe we'll leave that intact. That's actually, yeah, we'll leave that intact for now. Price this water is still 15 degrees with how cold it is there. So that's kind of what I'm looking at to do this episode, to close everything in. As you can see, we have another cool slush geyser there. So we basically have our early game food situation solved, because, let me just fast forward to the game here. Because this, right now our main food, which is the bog bucket, is taking polluted water. And we have a lot of polluted water here, but we also have a lot of polluted water coming out of here and over here if we need to. Plus we have all these other little pools. So I'm pretty sure our starting, at least the starting main game, or starting main food is solved for now. We do have a little bit of heating coming from this water geyser, but this would really need to get into a storage area, because this is going to erupt a lot for 9 more cycles. But I mean, over time, this is going to make a very big pool of water, and I don't just want it to continue to spill on this abyssalite and all that stuff. So I want to make it. I'm going to have like some storage facilities here. Let's get some of these workers going. I also want to keep digging down below. So there's a natural gas geyser here, which I'd like to tame. So we're going to get in here. Let's say something like that. Make sure we're not going to dig in any of this, this slime and really mess ourselves up. So we'll do something like this. And then we'll get this area sort of prepared for some more power production, because I know the splug plugs or plug splugs are doing a pretty good job right now. But if I can have some of my future power generation offset by natural gas geyser, then obviously that would be great. So we'll get that prepared as well. Let's actually speed up our base here. And another thing that I wanted to do before I get too far ahead is I wanted to get my blueprints unlocked. I haven't done this for quite a while, so a couple episodes now I missed. So hopefully you guys enjoy the blueprints. Let's see what we get. Always hope. That's pretty cool. Most duplicants believe that the balloon in this image is about to be caught. Kind of nice. Let's see what else. Basic purple shoes. White jet boots. Magenta knit gloves. Frilly leech gloves. Okay, basic coral gloves. Frilly balm socks. Sunny retro wallpaper. Pretty sure I have that one already. Cool, a racing jacket. I like that. Goes with the racing bed or the car bed. The Patel point wallpaper. Some more socks. Sunny hang pod. Pretty sure I have that as well. And the flashy planter box. One more. Chili X. All right, cool. So that's our blueprints for today. like that game Blueprints or Blueprints. I can never remember which one it is. Anyways, let's keep going here. Now, we have a little bit of an interesting decision to make here. This base is going to be pretty good to start with, but obviously we're going to have lots of socks for Xmas. Yeah, that's the best present, honestly. Like when you're older, is just get yourself some socks, I think. Or everyone loves socks is what we mean to say there. So yeah, I think what I want to do is kind of come down and maybe have, because this is kind of in the way, I can't move this. So I think I'm going to integrate this into my base eventually. I probably could have just came straight down, and that's actually not a bad idea. If I just come straight down, this will provide some heating for my base. Maybe we'll take this out, build around this printerceptor, and then kind of come down over. And then just build around this cool slush geyser as well. So remember, we want to kind of keep away from these things because we don't want our base to be too cold. We're not trying to freeze everything here on our base, at least for not at the time being. So maybe our food at some point. But I think we'll avoid this. There's also a copper volcano here, which is excellent because, I mean, copper is not the greatest metal, but I mean, it is a refined metal, which is nice. And also, it can permanently sustain our slugs here. These guys, I'm pretty sure they eat copper ore or refined copper. They eat everything else. Yeah, copper ore, aluminum, copper. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, this can basically permanently sustain the slugs, whatever. I always confuse those. I guess we'll take some sand. I don't really need any more duplicates at the moment. And we'll just keep that going. So yeah, oh, kind of messed this up, didn't I? I wanted a 4. Sorry, Travaldo, you're gonna have to start that again. Kind of wanted a 4 tile spacing between these, just in case. So we'll take that out. No big deal. And then we'll come down here, I think. Okay, we'll do something like this just to get ourselves available to build. And then maybe we'll just replace the printerceptor. Can we? Yeah, we can destroy these. These are just granite. So maybe we'll put the printerceptor down there or something. What else? For now, I think I'll go right under it. I think it looks kind of cool to have it on. Have it on those granite tiles for the time being. Well, oops, I don't know. Whoa, what happened there? I don't know what that... happy holidays, Ethan and Ethan's viewers. Welcome to the Slug Bowl series. How are you doing, Shishir? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Happy holidays to you as well. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to all those who celebrate. New Year's is coming up. What day is it today? New Year's is pretty soon. I don't know yet if I'm going to stream New Year's. We'll see what I'm doing. I might do a New Year's stream as well. Maybe a late one after it's already passed in my time zone. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, gonna be doing a lot of streaming over the holidays. I'm off work, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get a lot of progress done on not just on this asteroid, but I also want to play some other games. I've been promising forever that I'm going to play some Ori and the Blind Forest, and I think that'd be really cool. Oh, good job, Traval. Oh, yeah, Traval. Oh man. Okay. Well, you're not. You are stuck, aren't you? I thought maybe you could get down. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Not the end of the world. You can always just build yourself a ladder by taking that off. All right, there we go. All right, you figured it out. And then we'll, just keep going on here. Dig all this out. Perfect. Yeah, thank you again so much for all the love and support. Hope you guys had a great... Oh, by the way, thank you to all the Twitch followers over the break as well. I had some... I think they're probably real people. So I can't remember, the last time I streamed wasn't 2 days ago. So somebody must have been watching the VOD. So I really appreciate you guys for all your follows on Twitch. Canvan, Whamwill1, Admiral Entropy, Sinfar, CreepZ7, and Violet March. So hopefully that's all real people. I'm pretty sure it is. Just wanted to shout out to them if they are, because you know, that's really appreciate that. But it was off stream, which is kind of unusual. I don't usually get followers on Twitch off stream, so that's why I'm just throwing it out there. Sean says, I love Ori and the Blind Forest, but I've never rage quit another game more times. Well, Sean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I play those kind of games on like normal difficulty. I'm not so much of a challenge myself type of gamer. I mean, I could try it on some of the. Let's pull myself up. I could try it on some of the harder difficulties, but I'm usually not very good at them if I'm playing on the harder ones. Oh no, did I build this out of sedimentary rock? That must have got switched at some point. Oh, because I don't have any more granite. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. That is totally fine. I thought we can always switch that out. Yeah, so I have about 2 or 3 hours in Ori and the Blind Forest, and I absolutely just love that game. Hopefully it, I can continue and not forget about it and keep playing it. But yeah, I'm not sorry to disappoint. If you do like to play harder difficulties, I'm just like you. I cannot. I don't like getting mad at games, so I prefer to play on some of the more normal ones. Although I think that'd be kind of funny. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get some more. I guess we'll get the natural gas geyser online. We'll get these all online because they're all the same. They're all the same research. But yeah, I'm planning to play that. Maybe we'll play it tomorrow. Not entirely sure when I want to do it yet. I have lots of time over the breaks. I also want to queue up some videos. So lots of plans, big plans, lots of plans, not enough time. It's kind of how it always goes. Let's do a little bit of scuffed strip mining here, just with these ladders. Hopefully they don't get stuck. Unreachable food. Well, Bert already got himself. Okay, this is pretty easy. Let's see what we got. I should be able to build themselves a ladder. There we go. And then we'll also get them started set up with private bedrooms at some point. But nothing is really permanent yet in this area. Let's put these on left only. Nothing is permanent yet here. We'll be moving stuff around quite a bit, so we'll see where things end up. I also want to get rid of this, so that's another reason. It'd actually be very helpful if I just move some of these beds over. Let's do that, so we can put ourselves a proper what's it called, pitcher pot in there. And this is just temporary. We'll obviously deal with this at some point and move it. I don't like to be tortured while playing games. Fine. I guess we won't see any XCOM series. I've never played XCOM. I mean, I don't mind. There's some games that I've played on. The only game that I in recent memory that I played on like hard difficulty or like whatever the top difficulty level is would be. I mean, not counting easy ones. Like I think Fallout is very easy. I played that one on very hard, but I mean, yeah, it's. I don't think that really counts because it's super. Because you can over level yourself so like very easily and have a very easy playthrough. Digger, this is Bert, and then this is Travaldo. So, not counting games where you can like easily over level and just win. God of War is the only other game that I've played at the hardest difficulty, which was extremely difficult. Like some of those Valkyrie bosses are. I'm playing God of War Ragnarok now because I got it for Christmas on Steam. But the first God of War, playing it on. I like this little tiny room that we built here. Kind of funny. The first God of War, 2018, when I played it on Steam, I played it on very hard or whatever the hardest difficulty was. Not Give Me God of War, but the other one. Because I still like to have a little bit of fun. So I didn't play Give Me God of War. But yeah, it was extremely hard for me because my not the best at the hand-eye coordination thing, especially when it comes to reaction times, dodging the Valkyries. Man, that was tough. The oily swamp asteroid is the worst, says RN. Well, RN, is this the oily swampy? This is squelchy. I guess it could be oily. I haven't gotten any oil yet, but I actually don't mind it so far. We have a cold problem instead of a heat problem, which is an excellent problem to have because everything makes heat. So it's very easy to deal with the cold instead of the heat. And also, well, we have a water geyser here, which is producing heat as well. And then, yeah. Oh, don't do that. I don't think you could get that anyway, but I just can't have them do it simultaneously. I'm having a lot of fun right now. I like the natural polluted oxygen as well. Like, I know the duplicants can get sick a little bit easier and they get a little bit of a debuff, but as long as we maintain no germs in it, we usually do pretty okay, I think. I am closing off my base, so we're going to be putting up some deodorizer soon and cleaning all this oxygen. But for the time being, it is what it is. We're just gonna have to live with it. What I want to do right now is actually get rid of all this water, and maybe I should do this as well. Next dormancy is 36 cycles. Yeah, I would spam deodorizers. I'm going to as soon as I can. Well, I guess I can do that now. I already have a couple of them built. I have sand now. I didn't have a lot of sand to start with until I started digging down here. So I have a little bit of sand. I am producing a lot over here of polluted oxygen, that is. So put a couple there. Nice. We got some. I have to make sure that's not a Twitch thing there. What do we got done? We got natural gas geysers, petroleum, oil refinery. I can't wait to find Drecos because there's a lot of lums on this asteroid, but I need to find Drecos and I need to find what's it called? Reed fibers. Or Atmos suits. Atmos suits, and then I can freely dig into the slime. I can't dig into the slime until we have, well, speaking of which, until I have Atmos suits online. There's really no way I can get in here without just digging into the slime. So I guess I can get in this way. Then the natural gas would sort of just start rising, which is kind of annoying. Maybe the approach is wrong here. Maybe I have to approach from the side, keep this intact, and then put a liquid lock here. I mean, not that this really matters. I just, because my base isn't closed off yet, I don't want like natural gas and carbon dioxide and all this stuff piling up. I already have enough to deal with the carbon dioxide. So we're just gonna take care not to go that route. And then maybe we'll come in from the side. Actually, we'll come down here and get this aloe vera. What do we have here? No, not too much. Not too much exciting. Yeah, then we'll come down, get ourselves a little bit of a liquid lock, and then come straight in. Actually, we can keep going down here as well and see what's going on in here. There's some more what's it called? Mimica buds, which are great. As soon as we can find ourselves a what's it called? A reed fiber, the Mimica buds will be super helpful. Okay, so let's see. No slime. If I just dig like this, I don't know. That's. Check out Sakurang. Merry Christmas, Ethan, and Happy New Year to you all. Cheers. Thank you so much, Sakurang. Really appreciate it. And how was your Christmas and holidays? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will be back a couple more times this week. I'm off this week, so a couple more streaming days coming up, as well as probably I might do a New Year's stream depending on what I'm doing on New Year's. Okay, so I don't want that. This is not bad, but I already actually chilly surroundings would be great right now, but I'm gonna have ammo suits at some point. I don't want decreased science, so we'll take the briar seed. Oh, I guess maybe I should build some ladders here. That's oh, did I have I don't know if that was my. I really have to change. I really should change the YouTube notification so it's different than the than the whatever completed task message. Okay, this is almost gone. I mean, we might as well just mop this up and then get that out of the way, and we can continue to use this. I mean, this is almost gone too, so what does it really matter? Okay, deodorizers. Gotta power them. Gotta power the deodorizers for them to work. Pro tips. Subscribe for more pro tips. A little bit of natural hydrogen accumulating here as well, so we'll try to get that out of the way quick. Another thing that I want to do is, this is maybe not the best method to do this, but I want to get all this water to sort of fall into here. So what I'm kind of thinking is to build something like, I don't know if this is worth it. Just kind of build something like this and then just let everything fall in. Because I don't feel like building liquid pumps and like running wires all the way up there. I mean, I think that might be, I think this might be more of a mess than just building liquid pumps. So maybe that's what we'll do. So yeah, okay. I retract that, and we'll build liquid pumps. Not a big deal. So let's go ahead and get in something like this. Just kind of build a little, so we can kind of get in here, dig all that out, and then build a liquid pump. Get all these things relocated. Pretty cold up here as well, so yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go too high. You're gonna mix fresh and polluted water? No, we're not gonna mix it. Some of it's already mixed a little bit here. I'm gonna move this out of the way. That's why I opted to go for the liquid pump, because it would be too much of a mess, I think, if I tried to make it all kind of roll down the same hill. Let's dig this out so we can access that. Yeah, we'll just do liquid pumps. We'll drain everything in here. Not a big deal. Very cold up there, so hopefully our duplicates are going to be okay. Okay, we'll get all this stuff done. This is kind of important, so everyone's very major eye irritation. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have them walking in the hydrogen. Maybe that's not the best. Yeah, because I want to finish this the build here to insulate our base, and then we can sort of determine where everything is going to be placed, like the bedrooms and stuff like that. I want to have an access port at the... Yeah, let's do this. This is not ideal. Let's just go like this. I want to have access ports for my duplicates to leave the base at the top and at the bottom. So when they go straight up and straight down, they can get in their Atmos suits and go where they need to go. So maybe we'll have one on the right side as well in the future, like long into the future. But for now, I think since we have no Atmos suits, there's really no point in doing that, because our duplicates are just going to get wet if we put a liquid lock there. And there's no germs currently to worry about. So that's kind of my thought process at this point in time. And then we'll get in here. We can access this. But we'll save that again until we have a proper liquid lock set up here. And then we'll start building this off. Nice. An oil well, polymer press for future plastic. Hopefully I can get Drecos before I start needing to use the polymer press. Elusive Ocelot. Hey all, how's the colony? Says Elusive Ocelot. Colony is doing great so far. Food is very, very good. We're getting ahead on Swampy Delights. We have a little bit of meat, which actually we should be cooking into barbecue. Hopefully our duplicants are not eating meat. Yeah, let's take that off. Yeah, so we got some barbecue going. I don't know where the barbecue came from either, but it's happening. Good things are happening. Let's put it that way. And yeah, we have some little bit of hydrogen gas accumulating, which we're going to take care of very, very shortly. And yeah, hopefully you had a great Christmas and or happy holidays, whichever one you celebrate, Elusive Ocelot. And thank you so much for joining me on this post-Christmas stream. Elusive Traveler says, is that... Okay. You guys have almost very similar start. Very similar first names. I just made my first plastic. Congratulations, Traveler. Did you get that from Draco's, or did you get that from Draco's, or oh, hey, Zaras, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Did you get that from Draco's or the Polymer Press? Krog Ozer, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for showing up. What's the deodorizer status? We have a couple down. We have one here. We have one here. We have like four or five deodorizers. Yeah, we're slowly but surely cleaning our polluted oxygen. Right now it's sort of a moot. Well, how would you say it? Like, not really worth worrying about too much, because my base is not closed off, so I'm getting polluted oxygen from all different sources. I mean, mostly from here, because nothing is being produced here. Just kind of all around my base, actually. I have to also put this inside of its own little chamber at some point as well. So until I have like all this stuff dug out and localized, I think it's not worth worrying about too much. But that's what I'm trying to achieve right now. I'm starting to finish the insulated tile around my base, so I can start localizing where all this polluted oxygen is coming from, and then put deodorizers in strategic locations. That's kind of what my thought process is. Press, you got it from the press? Cool. That's awesome, Traveler. The press takes so long to get set up. I mean, especially if you're a new player. So that's very impressive that you got that going. That's awesome. I mean, the problem with the press is that, especially if you're a new player, you need to have oil, and you need to have petroleum. So I mean, you don't have to have petroleum. You can use other methods, but if you're playing on the Terra asteroid, it's most likely that petroleum. Why are they going this way? Oh, because I can't. Okay, that was my bad. My bad. Yeah, you guys are all struggling right now because I made you go through like the worst possible way. I put one deodorizer per level when the air is this bad. Well, like I said, right now it's sort of lost cause, because I have polluted oxygen from all different sources, right? So I have to localize all this production. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue making more. But it's not that much of a debuff. Like the yucky lungs is increased air consumption, which isn't a big deal right now anyways. I'm making plenty of oxygen, so it's beyond this is causing my duplicants more harm, and walking in the cold water is causing my duplicants a lot more harm than breathing in the polluted oxygen. But hopefully they can get this done quickly, and then actually what we should do here is dig all this out and then put ladders here so they can finish this build. Or maybe they can go up top, actually. Let's do that. Popped eardrums comes from polluted O2 as well. Well, that's true if I overpressurize, but actually, as you can see, I'm nowhere near close to getting popped eardrums. I'm barely making enough oxygen right now to survive. So right now I'm doing okay in that regard. But yeah, I definitely have to. That's what we're trying to rectify right now. We're trying to build our insulated tile on the outside of our base, so we can eventually localize where all this stuff is coming from and start heating our base. Hello, Liliduna. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, that's kind of our plan right now. And yeah, we need to start heating our base as well because we're pretty cold. There's a lot of, especially when we're going to be digging into this area, there's a lot of cooling. Here we're producing a little bit of, oh, now we're producing a little bit of water. It's going overboard. Let's continue digging this out, actually. I don't want to lose too much of that water. Dig that out. And then this goes offline in 2 cycles anyway, so I'm not too worried about that for the time being. Get this all dug out. And then we'll deal with everything one thing at a time. I guess I'll take the tree seed. I know I already have bonbons somewhere, but not that big of a deal. So Swampy Delights, we're still doing really good on. We also have also have a little bit of barbecue production, and we also have a Great Hall now. So yeah, getting a little bit of morale bonus from all over the place, but yeah, it's just this is not gonna go too well either way. I might actually be better off just building ladders here, because the eye irritation is really not ideal. And then maybe we'll start digging in here. Not 2 though, maybe just 1 for now. Start to drain this down a little bit. Okay, so now we should probably worry about where. Yeah, but maybe I'll keep digging this out. Not like that. Let's go above it. Let's go above it. It's easier that way. And then we'll have to relocate this as well so we can dig this out. Oh, we got someone trapped. How long have you been here? Oh, not long, because this is just barely done. Okay. Let's see if you can get yourself out, Travaldo. You should have some sedimentary rock here. I guess you can get out this way too. Let's see which one he chooses. I would much prefer it if he just dug this out and got back in the base. But I guess he's intent on finishing the ladder. So the wetland continues. How you doing, 3DS? Thank you for joining the stream. How are you tonight? The wetland is continuing. So we're doing a couple of let me explain to the chat what my plan is, because a lot of new people have joined in the last couple minutes. So I'm trying to get the outside insulated tiles finished. And then that's going to help me do a couple things. First of all, I'm going to be able to localize where my polluted oxygen is coming from. So instead of having sources like this outside of my starting biome that I'm eventually going to dig into, I won't have to worry about that putting polluted oxygen in my base, and I can put sub-elimination stations in a central area and have some deodorizers right above it to filter all the oxygen. And then, of course, we'll get rid of all this polluted oxygen as well. And then the second thing it'll do is that you can see the base is pretty cold for the most part. So that will help us warm the base up as well. Is Travaldo your problem dupe for this run? So far he is. Yeah. 3DS says, full from all the holiday food. I'm glad you've been enjoying the holiday food. 3DS, thank you so much for joining tonight. And hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, Travaldo's definitely had a lot of problems so far in this playthrough, that's for sure. Base cold, that's usually the opposite problem for me. Hey, how you doing, Dun? Thank you for joining. Why so cold? It's so cold because this is the Squelchy Asteroid, not the Terra Asteroid. So you can see instead of having like very hot biomes surrounding our base, we have a lot of very cold biomes. Rather be cold than warm. Absolutely. Yeah, because you can always warm up the base. It's very hard to cool it down compared to how easy it is to warm it up. So yeah, we got like for instance, we have a water geyser right beside our base. So I'm thinking about leaving this area open and just having like the heat from here going in the base. But I might not have to worry about that too much on the account of it's about to go dormant in one cycle. So, and then we're going to get rid of all this water, just kind of put it all in one location and tidy things up. So that one of the things I have mentioned in the stream is water storage. So I need to start storing the water geyser liquid, and I have to start storing this liquid because, as you can see, this is also producing a lot of liquid for me. This is just kind of running out of room here, so we're gonna have to start dealing with it at some point. And it's also very, very cold here because of this. So yeah, this is not ideal at the moment, but it's pretty easy. I think it's just a matter of, this is always my biggest problem when it comes to storage solutions, is where do I put this water geyser without having to relocate it in the future. So I want it to kind of look cool and in a nice location. I'm thinking about putting it here, kind of having a vertical storage area. I think that would be kind of cool. But I'm kind of open to other possibilities. I don't want to have it below because I might expand the colony below. There's not much room to expand over here because this is already neutronomium. I saw it somewhere. Yes, it's right here. So this is kind of the edge of our asteroid. So I'm thinking if I put my water storage here, that would be okay. But that would mean that I have to come up and dig into this area, which is probably going to take a long time. Versus I could just build it here and be done with it. So do I put it up here where I think it would look cool, or do I kind of put it down here and just kind of leave it for now? I don't know. Not sure yet. Maybe I'll put it here and that will also look kind of cool. I don't know. I also have to think about stuff like where do I want to put my Hydra? Eventually, maybe I'll make a Hydra. So I could put the Hydra in a lot of different places. Maybe I could put it here. So in that case, it would make more sense for me to have a water storage here and then not have to pump the liquid very far. Just make it an easier build kind of thing. So plus I have all this ice. This ice is eventually going to melt anyways. So I probably could do with getting rid of it. That will help warm my base up. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I just kind of convinced myself. I mean, that's going to require us to dig into the brine and mix a little bit more brine in here, but so be it. I think that's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and do that. I like that idea. I convinced myself. Then we have some abyssalite here, which will shield this area from getting too cold, hopefully, as we keep going here. What do we have down here? We have a lot of lums. This is another one of those lum. This looks like a... Well, you know what? You don't have to be there, Amari. I guess maybe you were digging or something. This looks like a cool steam vent area. So hopefully there's some reed fibers in there. That would be cool. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll start digging here and just build an infinite storage somewhere over here. I think that'd be kind of neat. I also want to keep these sleet wheats intact, because then I can use these, like over time, these will make us a lot of sleet wheats, and then they can be used for berry sludge for space travel. So I kind of want to keep them intact if possible. I know it might not be entirely possible, but that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. So sleet wheat there. I guess some of this is unavoidable, but especially since it's gonna get yeah, especially since it's gonna get warm, huh? I mean, I have lots of sleet wheat growing elsewhere, and I could probably cool it down in the future and make a little self-sustaining base out of it. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe it's better to store the water somewhere else. That's okay. We'll go with this. You can't keep second guessing yourself, I think, anyway. I mean, I guess you can, but let's just go and dig that way. Just dig straight across. Get rid of all this. Get rid of all that. Rather be cold than warm. Absolutely. You can always heat things up, like the electric grill. Got these batteries here to produce a lot of heat. I mean, these guys are probably a little bit warm. I guess not as warm as I thought they would be. But yeah, we got lots of heat producers already in here. Especially the batteries are the big ones right now. Nice. This is done. And I really have to deal with the hydrogen. There's way too much hydrogen on going all over the place right now. So we'll also keep doing that. We're to try to eat 100% wild plants for as long as possible. That's not a bad that's pretty good cost savings, RN. That's not weird at all, I think. I mean, in my opinion, if you can sustain yourself on better quality foods early on, then it kind of gives you a bonus because you can have better morale and teach your duplicants more skills. But I mean, obviously these swamp shards are kind of useless after the fact, after they're harvested, right? So it's not a bad idea to get rid of them all. Plus, it's also, I don't think they expire. Swamp shard hearts. Let's see. Swamp shard. Yeah, these don't expire. So this is kind of like the muck. What's it called? The muck root. But they're good to have around in case of an emergency. Sleetweed is awesome. Definitely, it's awesome. Every time I come back to Ani, I aim for all achieves. That's not a bad play style. How often do you come back, Grog? I'm all about getting morale up. Yeah, I like getting my morale up. I really hate managing Paku in this biome. They keep eating precious seeds. Well, I wish I had that problem. I need to get bristle blossoms so I can get some long-term seeds. What is the food solution? Right now, we're on Swampy Delights, which is not too bad. We're on the bog buckets. It's kind of like the bristle blossom of this asteroid. So, oh, shovels, nice. Okay, hang on a sec. Do we need anyone else? Because we could probably take another duplicate. I don't like that. Science is not too bad because they can really easily level up. Excavation and strength. This one, Freya's actually not too bad, but the shovels, I'm pretty sure I will have shovels going forward, so I'm not too... Let me just think about that for a minute. Actually, you know what? I also want to start charging this thing up. Let's get this activated. Okay, so sorry, the food solution Dunn was asking. Currently, the food solution is Swampy Delights. Long term, I definitely want to be on something like stuffed berry. You know, the usual high morale foods, which is not too hard. I think this asteroid is very similar to Terra asteroid. I think we'll be able to achieve that at some point. Oh, I messed up here. Let's keep going on that. I usually end up with grub fruit on this planetoid. I don't know if I've seen grub fruit yet. But so far, so good. We have lots of polluted water. So Swampy Delights are going to continue for a very, very long time. Actually, what I should be doing is having a storage facility. I'm still not totally decided if I want the storage facility to be here for all my water, but it might just be it's gonna be, yeah, forget it. It's the best. Let's keep going over here. I can't get beyond 600 cycles without restarting, so I didn't get the new DLC because I cannot finish the old one. That's a good problem to have, though. I mean, I think restarting is one of the most fun things in this game. It starts to get very click intensive and how do I say it? It's not like it's boring, but after a while, you know you've beat the game. Like, at least in my opinion, you can kind of tell when you beat the game, and you just have to get through that part of actually beating it. So at that point, it's like, okay, the challenge is kind of gone. Now you're just going through the steps to actually beat it. And that's when I think it starts to become a little bit less fun than if you don't restart. Not to say that endgame isn't fun. It's fun in its own way, but I really like the start a lot better. Super sustainable, gotta be the lamest one, being unable to use coal or peat. Well, I mean, so far I don't think I'm gonna get that one, but so far I haven't used any coal, so maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. Berry sledge. Yeah, oh, this is what I need bristleberry for, I forgot, because I have lots of sleet weeds. I can start making some berry sludge for early space travel. I started so many times when I first started playing. Yeah, me too. I'm just like, I'm just same with Civ. I'm like a little bit of a Civ background in that aspect where I love restarting as well. The end game of Civ is very boring. Because after you're about to win, it's just going through the steps. But you get to learn what to do. But you learn not what to do next time. That's, yeah, and absolutely, that's one of the best things, is you do get to learn. So I think we're gonna take another duplicate. I really like Freya for chilly surroundings. I think it can help. I mean, we're not gonna need that for very long though. I'd almost rather have increased science or faster leveling. You know what I mean? I think. Hey, Uther, what the beans? Hope everything is going well. Welcome to the stream, Uther. Yeah, I started a little bit early today. I posted on the community tab. Did I post on? Yeah, I forgot if I posted on YouTube, but I did. I scheduled the stream on YouTube and I posted it in the Discord. So thank you for joining. Hopefully everything is going well with you. Well, happy holidays or Merry Christmas, whichever one you celebrate. And I hope you had a great one. Yeah, I think we'll take Stinky because I do like the leveling. The 30% attribute leveling is really helpful, especially early on in the game. I think we'll take a Stinky, and then we'll give Stinky a bed. And we'll kind of just move this over and make provisions for 2 more beds here, and then we're gonna relocate all this stuff too. Let's get this done ASAP. Did they even have bristle blossoms on this map? When I revealed the map, whenever it was first submitted, I did see some. I believe that they're over here somewhere. But they're quite. Oh, that's not Briarwood, or Bluffbriar rather. Yeah, I believe it's up in the top right corner. I did check the map very briefly on stream before, or when I revealed it, and it was somewhere over there. Clay should really expand on late game. There's an actual need for space materials besides super coolant. Yeah, I think. I mean, if you're playing on the classic mode like I am, where space is really just to get those materials, it's kind of it can be kind of tedious to play through. But if you're playing on the spaced out DLC, then when you have the smaller planet size, when space travel is more prioritized, I think that might help alleviate some of that problem. Look at how much already we're doing very good keeping the heat in just from blocking most of this off. I still have to block that off, but for now we're doing really good. I don't want to have, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I could combine the two. This is a remix planet, yes. The seed is in the description, so there's a couple remixes on here. Jim was the one who submitted this one. I'm really enjoying it. It has so many different geysers, which I absolutely love. I love taming geysers. There's so much opportunity here for a very substantial geyser taming asteroid going forward. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume this is going to be my base, the end of my base for like later on. When I fully expand. So we're going to start 1, 2, 3. We're going to start our storage here for water and for all that. Okay, oops. That always gets me. Let's build a thing here. This is going to be our water storage facility. Maybe we'll go over this way and do several storage options. Yeah, there's a lot of things that Clay could do to to help out with the late game, I think, for the classic. I mean, I really like how active they are already in terms of what's going on here. This is not good. How long? I don't even know how long that's been. Oh, are we picking up? Oh, we're picking up. Yeah, that's okay. So that hasn't been going on for too long. It's just, whoops. We almost had a food problem there. Let's get that going ASAP, and then we have to start. I guess we have to get rid of all this water. Kind of annoying. Okay, where do we start? Let's start by doing this. Let's start by making sure we don't pick up any more. And then just deconstruct this. This is kind of why I also need to get all these polluted waters together. So I'm not taking water off the top. And then I have to start emptying the storage for all these. I'm pretty sure it's just... yeah. And of course, we're still going to have a problem because we still have regular water inside the pipes. We gotta get rid of all that. Irrigation. Okay, so we'll let that water make its way where it's got to go, and then we should be good for the time being. Actually, we can empty some of these pipes as well. I don't, well, actually, no, I can't. I don't have the proper duplicate. So we'll just have to keep doing this until we can get all the regular water out. Luckily, we still have a lot of Swampy Delights, but more importantly, we do have a lot of the Shard Hearts. Get rid of all this. Copy settings into here. Oh, probably there's a ladder in the way. Empty storage. That should be better. With the number of players that actually get rockets, they are probably balancing it out. Yeah, the rockets, not a lot of players, unfortunately, end up getting the rockets. But I guess that has to do with the fact that everyone likes to restart, just as you and I do. So annoying when the water gets in the hydroponics. Yeah, it's an easily... I should have avoided it. I should have been paying attention. I knew that there was water on top of here, but I just lost track of it. It's annoying, but luckily I think I caught it in time, and we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Let's get this here. Oh, I think we got rid of most of it now. Hence why I try to go as far as possible with the wild plants. Well, that's a good point. I do have lots of wild plants left, so that's also a good thing on my end, is that if I like to have that buffer because I make a lot of mistakes. I'm definitely not... What? Guys, oh my goodness. You can do it. You can do it, Stinky. I should really close this area off. I don't have to have Stinky. Stinky almost almost evolved there to a tombstone. Okay. Yeah, let's keep digging. Just a vague picture of the star map. Sorry, I missed the message there. I never reached space without DLC because of how much the game asks you to do simply to interact. Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot for sure. Stinky has... Well, Stinky is also a new duplicate, so Stinky doesn't have any benefits right now. It doesn't have any attribute stats. Speaking of which, I should focus on sustainability training for that reason. So not only is Stinky very slow just naturally, but Stinky has all the debuffs that he can possibly have, probably. Just a vague picture of the star map with some distances to reach for. Yeah, it's a lot, but I mean, you could rush carbon dioxide rockets, I suppose. Like I could rush them now and send our duplicates on a short mission. I'm trying out the biodiesel engine on my current colony that fits the range needed between petroleum and hydrogen. Perfect. I haven't used that one yet. And when I made my rocket video, I still hadn't... That engine was still in beta, so I excluded it for that reason. Okay, but now I really need to start moving this water over because I don't want it to mix with this. So we'll put this here, and then we'll just put the plumbing... Oops. I'll try to put the plumbing a little bit strategic. Kind of like that. And then what we'll probably do is just put a vent here. So we'll be sucking all this water out, putting it into our farm, but then the extra will just go there, and we'll disconnect that pump for the time being. So run a wire to it. Kind of annoying. We have to go so far, but not that big of a deal. We'll get this set up. And yeah, get this set up ASAP so we can move that water out of there. And then we'll also move the Pacus. I think the Pacus I can just relocate manually. Oops. Obviously, I have to put it in a location where... Pretty sure I can just pick these guys up. We'll see. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, someone should be able to pick up the Pacu. If not, I'll just let them drop in here, and it's not that big of a deal. And this guy we'll put in here as well. Do the plants accept cold polluted water? Good question. They accept, it's just like bristle blossoms. So they accept 10 to 30 degree temperatures. So as long as I keep it between that range, it's going to be fine. Actually, I didn't even notice this, but the bug buckets require darkness rather than light. So it's completely the opposite of the bristle blossoms. Kind of cool. I had no idea that was a requirement, but I guess that's because I haven't tried to put any lights in there yet. So kind of interesting. Let's see. Oxygen's still looking okay, but we have a lot of hydrogen. I have to deal with that hydrogen. This is just getting totally out of control. So we'll do that. We'll start dealing with the hydrogen. My duplicates can't go here because it's blocked. So let's get rid of this. And we'll do. Where's my? I really like the blue cobalt tiles. One of my favorites. Time to close off the top of the base. Well, closing this off is actually a good thing right now because at least it's allowing a place for all this hydrogen to go. I suppose it's already kind of filled in, but I can keep digging. My hydrogen is coming from here, so I need to move these guys over and start accumulating their hydrogen. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that right now because this is getting out of hand. Let's do this. This might not be the best solution. Hopefully it's an okay solution, but it might not be the best solution. We'll have a 3. Yeah, we'll have a 3. What do I need to fit in here? I need to fit in here a gas pump, which I kind of want it to be symmetrical, so we're going to do 2 instead. We'll do a 2 tile. Yeah, sedimentary rock, that's fine. Thing here with some mesh tiles. And then we'll put for the time being, we'll put an infinite storage for this hydrogen in here. Which I also have to provision for with a gas pump, which is not going to be symmetrical, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I should move that somewhere else. So I'll do this. And then we'll build a... do I have to use sedimentary rock? It's okay. I'll use sedimentary rock for the time being. And then we'll do something like this. How big is this? Let's see. 80, 90, 100. So 96 goes all the way to there. So I have to push it farther to make it a full, the full thing, which we'll worry about after as well. For now, We'll do this, go like that, and we'll just relocate all these guys. Maybe let some of the air, maybe air start the hydrogen out. Yeah, well, we're going to have a storage for the hydrogen via this. We just have to find a place to put it. But I agree. I think it's time to get rid of the hydrogen. So we'll put this here. Last time I made the mistake of having this way in the middle, so this time we won't do that. And then also, I'm pretty sure, yeah, now I can use heavy watt wire here. This will just provision us for the future even more so. Oh, actually, that should be deleted here because they have to run on. Yeah, okay. So we'll do something like this. Where's my heavy watt wire? Sort of like that. And then the hydrogen will all flow into here. We'll build a gas pump in this area. Do we have element sensors? Let's see. Gas element sensor. Yes, we do. Okay, we have gas element sensors. Actually, we should get our research going on other areas as well. Something that is productive for the long run. Maybe, yeah, we'll go for, actually, this might be good. Yeah, we'll get all this stuff. Aqua tuners. Yeah, so 30s, that's exactly what we should be doing, is focus on getting this hydrogen out of here because we're starting to accumulate way too much. Sweet. Sweetles. Definitely not going to worry about taking bionic duplicants right now. Not for a while. So we'll have a gas pump up here. And I think we'll store the hydrogen somewhere on that side. So we'll just have it kind of going here. Eventually, we'll put all the power producing stuff outside. It's more of the idea. Yeah, the debuff really, especially when they continue to run up here instead of just building from the bottom. I guess they can't build from the bottom. So I guess that's the problem. So we'll take all that out of there. And then, yeah, we'll provision this because we'll have to get rid of all this hydrogen as well. And then we'll put some gas element sensors in here. Gas element sensor, maybe here. So when this is, we'll put it up top one. We'll have a couple layers of hydrogen. See, and then I want to provision this with conductive wire also. Okay, so there we go. We got that all set up. Good to go. We can start moving these guys over very, very shortly. I'm going to put the batteries up here as well. Maybe at the very end. We'll wait until deconstruct all this. Deconstruct the ladder. Deconstruct that. This is going to send the green signal on a hydrogen. Maybe if I could type correctly, might be able to get that. Okay, so we got lots of hydrogen accumulating. I mean, Chivaldo will probably still find a way to get in trouble, but it should help the other tubes. Yeah. I need to get a duplicate in here to see what this is. So, who's the closest duplicant? I guess we'll just take anybody. We'll take the rancher. And I don't have water. Okay. Well, at least this is out of the way now. Get all this mopped up. See, here he comes. Oh, I need to keep digging as well. I'm pretty sure this is a cool steam vent. So let's go over this way and we'll unlock some high oxygen in here as well. That wouldn't be too bad. There's no slime here. This is algae, so another source of oxygen production just in case we need it. Harold, can you please check out what this is? Perfect. Oh, nice. You know what? Let's give Trivaldo a neural veculator. See if we can make him a little bit better. Inspect the computer desk and just demolish all this stuff. I guess I can't demolish that just yet, but now I can get rid of this. So this is great. Maybe we'll keep this intact because goodness. How did you get yourself... How did you get stuck there? You literally didn't have to dig there at all. Why? Gene shuffled. Let's see what he gets. Ooh, nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. This is annoying. Okay, Travoldo, you have to go back. You have to go back and get in here so I can... Okay, how do I unlock that? I guess I can just demolish this. And when they fall into it or something. Anyways, this is coming along. You guys know what I'm building here. This is infinite storage for... I should be using igneous rock, actually. Let me just change that. We haven't gotten too far, luckily. So we'll put igneous rock here. That'll be a little bit better. Now, we're going to be storing water here. So unfortunately... Can you please drop in there? Can somebody please go in here and unlock this area? Oh, they can't even unlock it. That's really annoying. That is really annoying. Sunny Disposition and Diver's Lungs are my beloved. They are a good one. I do like the air consumption one. It becomes sort of trivial later on in the game when you have Hydras set up. But early on, it's good. Early on, it's not too bad. Okay, what was I doing here? I was doing this. There we go. So this is kind of how I intended it to work. Where this is just suctioning it out, and then it's feeding this, but then it's going into this chamber as well. That was the ideal situation for me. And then we'll keep... It gets bugged like that sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's okay. I don't really need access to that. I can always get this from the other way. It's just takes a little bit longer. That's all. Now, of course, I don't have the blueprints mod installed because I had to disable it last time because I had problems with the game crashing. But I should be able to remember how I built this before. Now, this overheats at 75 degrees. So I kind of need gold amalgam for here because this water that I'm going to be storing is 95 degrees. So I need to go down here and get some of this precious gold amalgam. I just don't... I probably can get in here without causing a germ problem. So let's try to do that. And then just get... I mean, hopefully this is enough gold amalgam to build a... How much do I need? I need 400 units. This might start off gassing. No, I think it only off gasses if I dig into it. I can't remember. I don't remember because I've never had to deal with worrying about germs. I usually already have a base built. So I'm just gonna save here just in case I messed that up. I'd rather just reload and then have to deal with all the germs. So again, just the issue that I'm not entirely sure about because I don't usually have to worry about this is this. I'm pretty sure the slime only starts producing germs if it's if I dig into it, or maybe it's, I don't know, I can't remember. It doesn't even have slime. It doesn't even have germs on it right now. It says, but I just want to be extra careful because germs would absolutely wreck my colony right now. And it's not that big of a deal, but I would have to clean out all this oxygen, which I don't want to do. Hey, Chewy, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you had a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whichever you celebrate. Thank you so much for joining. And Krog says minus 20% stress is too good for colonizer dupes. Yeah, that's a really good one. Especially if you're, well, early on, it's really good because your duplicants are usually very stressed out, and like you said, colonizers early on in an asteroid, it is super good. It's just maybe I might have to start moving this up a little bit. We're bringing in a lot more water than I originally anticipated. If slime is clean of germs, it is safe to dig. Oh, thank you for that, Krog. So it should be okay then. I'm not... Still, it doesn't really matter. I have my gold amalgam. That's all I came for. Perfect. Let's put some gold amalgam pumps in here. It's mostly about clean air. Air exposure is why I'd spam the crap out of the... Oh, that's right. We're still working on that. That's right. That's right. Almost forgot that we were sort of working on that. So let's go. Let's do that as well. We have duplicates. Not, well, let's finish one thing at a time. This is my problem usually. I get easily distracted. Let's finish this, so I can have some storage for my hydrogen. Easy peasy to finish that off. Let's put the plugs in here. Most of them are cramped anyway, so this will alleviate a little bit of that stress. We'll hook up the power wire to our main grid for now, because we're not using enough power to really worry about using transformers just yet. 1500 watts, we're still okay. So start moving these splugs or whatever. Plugs. Spam some batteries for some heat. Kind of like that for now. Start moving these guys over. And then I should put some... Yeah, I should put some airflow tiles in here. They have the ability to... All this hydrogen that's already here and existing can make its way up. Put some here for now, and then some in the middle. I like to try to be mostly symmetrical, but this is going to expand this way in the future, so we'll have to fix that anyways. Gotta sweep up those bottles or they will be cleaning the air forever. That's exactly it. I gotta sweep up the bottles, I gotta sweep up the polluted dirt, and now that I have the water gone from here, actually, this was the next step that I was waiting for. Now I can dig all this out. I have to localize all the areas where my polluted oxygen is coming from. So once we do that, we can, especially with the sublimination station, we'll really be like cooking here. This has got to go as well. Luckily, it's fairly easy. Just deconstruct all this stuff. Actually, I'll leave that intact for now. And then we'll just take out all this. Oh, we don't have any more gold amalgam. Is that what? No, it's only 120. We should have enough. Now, conductive wire in here again. We'll have our plumbing. So insulated igneous rock. Just go up for now. This is going to create a couple of issues, I think. Having them a little set up vertically, but I don't know. Maybe we'll move it in the future. And then I want to have something like this. This is usually my go-to setup for these chambers. I think it looks kind of cool. Unfortunately, because we can't get access to this, we have to go in this way. So we'll do that. Oh no, we got one of these bots again on Twitch. All right, let me go ahead and ban that thing. How do you do that again? Oh, it's already banned on Twitch chat, so maybe it's not showing up. I don't see it on Twitch chat. Hopefully it's gone. I don't know. I can't see it anywhere, so I'm assuming it's gone. Okay, now we want to put some liquid vents here. And then also our water that comes in. Broke says, you guys know how to round trip option exactly how it works on rockets. They don't always return. So, yeah. Son. Why? Yeah, so round trip, if you're sending your rockets to round trip on like a mining mission, then they're going to not return, I think, until they're completed the mining mission entirely. So if it's like a round trip to just like let's say you send them to here to a random tile, as soon as they get to that tile, they'll come back. But if you send them on a round trip mission to like a mining expedition, they'll keep mining, and then they won't return until they're fully done, I believe. So it's a little bit of it's not the most intuitive thing. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of hiccups with it, but that's kind of how I believe it works. Oh, but they're out of diamonds. There's nothing to drill with. I wonder if maybe the game thinks that there's more to do there. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. I haven't played around with it enough to be able to answer your question fully. Well, that's unfortunate. These guys are gonna get stuck. Oh, maybe that's what it is too, exactly. Maybe that's what I mean. I think there's a lot of little intricate options like that they want to fill the container, or they want to keep mining out, or something that's preventing them from coming back. For sure, it's one of those, I would say. Let's put the feeding station here. And then get these. There's a lot of eggs that these guys are making, so this is also kind of a reason to get automation set up eventually. So we got a stable. Look at all the eggs that we made. Holy smokes. We'll deconstruct this though, because we're not going to have a stable here anymore. I'll keep these batteries around though, because they do produce some heat, so it's not too bad. Oh, I guess I mined all that out. Okay, a snazzy suit. Perfect. Take the snazzy suit. Give that to Stinky. Stinky could use a snazzy suit, I think. Okay, these guys are doing good. Everything good is happening. I just have to get some polluted water on here. I think polluted water will work fine on there. Let's do a mop mission here. It's not ideal, but it'll have to do. I should also probably not have them walking inside of this very cold liquid. It's just that I've gotten familiar debris in orbit and having some steam robot pilots dig them out. Yeah, I think that might be the problem. Oh, sorry, but apologize if you're on headphones. Just kind of hit the mic there. Sit back up again. Just keeps falling into the chair here. Yeah, I think there's probably something that you're missing in terms of just having it not come back because it's expecting something else to be finished. Does that kind of make sense? I think you've already figured that out. It says I think it's based on container size, so they want to fill it. That would be my guess. Okay, let's make sure we have everything set up. We have insulated pipes. We have our automation. And we have our power. Perfect. So now we also have to get up here. Because... oh, can't get up there with rocks in the way. Now we have to start dealing with this. We've set this up, but now we don't have anywhere to put it. So... that's also a very big priority. Let's put that up here. We have to get rid of this stuff too. Obsidian, move over. I kind of put it in the wrong spot. I put these things here. Get them out of the way for now. It's just that I already read that message. Sorry. That's a good point, 3DS. Maybe there's something bugged going on. I don't have eyes on the game. I'm just overhearing you. What was the neural vacuum machine bonus? It was decreased air consumption, 50% decreased air consumption. Cobalt. Put some cobalt ore in here. These animals, yes, they are. Yes, done. These animals are producing electricity when they feed. So well, they're not doing it now. When it's nighttime, they rest, kind of like bats or whatever. And if the power wire is within one tile of where they're going to sleep from the top, they're going to put power into this. This is my main source of power right now. I don't have any other form of power. I mean, I do have this as a backup, but you can see it's turned off. Why use automated switches if you can just cut off the wires? Oh, because I'd rather have an elegant solution so I don't have to continue to disconnect and all that stuff. This is just easier. If I don't want this to work, I can just go boom, boom. I like that. And for what it takes to do that, it's I don't mind doing it. Plus, it fills it in. It fills in all the space neatly, which I also like. I do like things looking nice and symmetrical. Now I don't know if this is enough. I hope this is this is only 27 grams. Might not be enough. Probably have to bring in some more water. How much do we have here? 52 grams. Honest, I definitely need more. Let's see what we got here. Polluted water. What this is overpressure at 1,000 kilograms. Okay, so I have lots of leeway here. Yeah, I like compact storage option for liquids, says 3DS. Yeah, I like it. Plus, it looks nice. Like, I kind of like that. I really like making my builds look cool to my standard. You know, like things looking cool. It's like one thing that you never see me do, which is very common in the Oni community, is to make builds with like pneumatic doors that kind of look like this or whatever. You know, what they have these things stacked everywhere. Don't start building it. I was just demonstrating, Otto, because I just don't like how they look. So I'd rather not have them. I'd rather just have builds looking my way. It's all about looking cool. Okay, so Otto, perfect. Let's give Otto suit sustainability. Bert should really get suit sustainability, but he's pretty close to the thing. Ellie already has it. Nice. We'll give it to Amari. Hassan definitely needs it. Rancher definitely needs it. And Travaldo. Hopefully that helps you out, Travaldo. Okay. Yes, this is a cool Steam vent, and there's Thimble reads there. Perfect. This is gonna be exciting because this is dormant. It's the perfect time to go in. It's the perfect time to go in. Let's see. No germs on the slime either. So I was told that is good. We're gonna go into there and dig. We're gonna try to tame this before it comes back online. So we got a lot of things going on. Let's get this done ASAP. Hopefully it doesn't start erupting while we're in there. This will be really nice. We can use the cold water that we produce here to send it into here to condensate the steam. So we'll make an igneous rock. Let's see, just double check. Yeah, we got no germs anywhere. We're doing really, really good with the germs. No germs on the slime either. There's a little bit of germs there. So just kind of build around it like that. Hey, Exodus laughing. We need a new update critter setups with some mixed critters and ranchers. Oh, that's a good point, Exodus. That's a very, very good point. Thank you for that suggestion. I'm gonna write that down right now. And I forgot all about that the critters can be, there's new rework in terms of the critters being reworked. So that's something that I have to look at maybe in this playthrough, is along with just in general, taking a look at it and seeing how that differs. So I appreciate that suggestion. I posted my usual ones in the Discord, just one vent and pump. I think I saw that. Let me just check here. I'm online on right now. Yeah, it just came up on my thing here. Yeah, I like that one. Very compact, very elegant, very easy solution. I especially like, yeah, the gas storage is what I'm planning to do here. Just a couple gas vents on the bottom. Do something like, oh, I don't even need to cool this. I don't even care about the temperature really. But we'll do something along the lines of this, kind of what you did. Just put a couple vents there. Actually, I want to come in like this and then have this as a way to send the hydrogen out in the future. So we'll take that off. We'll go like this. And then we'll put a pump here. Obviously, we want 2 pumps because, but not connected, not interconnected like that because it won't work correctly. We want to do something like this. Okay, and then we'll also... Lots of things ongoing right now. Let's take some power from here. This will be temporary as... Oh, no, you got yourself stuck, Stinky. You're like the worst person to get themselves stuck. You cannot get stuck. You cannot run. So, please. Please do not get stuck. Any chance we'll get to do some plug and smog action? Maybe in the future, like not in this episode. There's a lot of things going on. Hey, okay, hold on here. Cerebus. I hope that's right. Did you just follow on Twitch? I didn't get the notification. Yes, you did. I think you just followed on Twitch. Thank you so much for your follow on Twitch. That's the same name, so I assume that's you on Twitch. Thank you very much for your support on there. Yeah, so sorry, back to the variants. Probably not this episode. There's a lot of things already going on that I'm trying to deal with, but for sure we will do some variants in the future, for sure. Let's also dig in here, I guess, just to get these things done. I have to put some liquid in here as well, so maybe we'll go on like that. Dupe stock, by the way, I have 7k hours in this game. Holy smokes, that's really impressive. I have rookie numbers compared to you. Thank you so much for waiting for me. Let's get ready to start the stream. Hey, Jaws. Oh, we'll always wait for you, Jaws. Thank you so much for being here. Hope that you had a Merry Christmas and or Happy Holidays, whichever you celebrate. Thank you so much for being here and come in and check out the stream. Stinky saw Travolta screw up and I'll still get a bonus. Stinky now wants to earn a bonus. Yeah, Stinky wants maybe his brain scrambled. Never needed infinite storage. I like them. I think they're very cool, very elegant. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to have one. I just like to have one because I think it looks cool. And I definitely like to do cool things. So, oh, nice. I guess we'll take the squash fries. Not a bad choice. Let's make sure the refrigerator's at 9. So we can get that in. Hey, Jim, what's up? Hello. Thank you for joining the stream. You have yourself a great Christmas or happy holidays, Jim. Whichever you celebrate. Hopefully you had a great one. Had some great food. And spend time with friends and family, everyone. Hopefully everyone enjoyed themselves. You on Twitch? Jump in there. Yeah, I am on Twitch. My Twitch is in the bottom right here. Ethan's Outpost. You can check me out. 7K. I thought I need to touch some grass. Yeah, yeah. That's I have rookie numbers compared to that. I'm like a newbie. Good vibe question. What surprised you about the success of your streaming? Oh, great question, Jaws. What surprised me is, well, I'm naturally a very modest person, so I guess I was surprised at how much people say they like listening to me talk, which is something that, oh, this is not okay. Well, I guess it's doing good for now, but I have to. I don't need to be vacuuming it out right now. So yeah, I'm surprised at how many people have showed up, and people have told me before that they really enjoy listening to me talk, and I always thought like really, but I'm naturally just naturally very modest, so I guess it's the same reason why I like listening to other people talk. Is just some background noise. If you're playing a game, it's just something to listen to. So I think that's the most surprising thing. I didn't think it'd be. I didn't think I'd be as lucky as I was with the algorithm. Like you have to have a lot of luck in this. I mean, if your stream doesn't get noticed, like it's like on Twitch. It's been very hard for me to grow because it's a lot of people that watch Ani have already have their favorite Ani streamer, or maybe they don't want to watch Ani there, or whatever the case is. Twitch has been a little bit slower growth than YouTube. YouTube, I consistently average between 25 and 50 viewers, and I think that's because I have had very good luck with the algorithm, and my videos have done also pretty well. I think that's probably been the most surprising things. I hope that kind of answers your question. I didn't really think about it too much until now, but yeah, those would probably be my most surprising ones. Whoa, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Exodus laughing. Thank you. That one did show up. I think maybe it showed up earlier when Hiraburas followed, but maybe because I was doing research. Unfortunately, it's both the same sounds, so I always get mixed up at who's actually. What sound is that? That's a new one. Hype Train. What's that mean? Gave 5 community subs. Holy smokes! Thank you so much for the gift. Exodus laughing. Really huge support on Twitch today. Thank you so much. It's 5 subs to you guys. Enjoy that. That is awesome. Super appreciate your support and your generosity. Very grateful for that. Thank you so much, Exodus. Enjoy the gifted subs, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Can't pick up that egg. I need to start getting those hydrogen. Oh, hey, how you doing, Pithika? Thank you for joining me on Twitch as well. Yeah, thank you so much for your generosity, Exodus on Twitch. Really appreciate that. Merry Christmas, y'all, Exodus says. That is awesome. Thank you. Let's build this while we're here, so we can get these deodorizers back online. Really appreciate your joining the community and on Twitch and gifting those subs. That means so much to me. So thank you so much. And I'm sure the community will. And that's another thing that I have to work on. Well, since I have some days off, is I have to get some things that are like, you know how you can get channel points on Twitch? I don't know how to edit those because I'm such a noob when it comes to doing anything on Twitch. So I have to like figure that out, to figure out channel points and all that. I'm sure it's like super duper easy. So I haven't channel points and other member stuff. We'll put that in there just to kind of give some things for the people that are members or what have you. So I'm a little bit distracted. I have to catch up with the chat too. So give me a second, guys. If you guys posted a message, I just There's a lot going on in the game right now, and I don't want to have all this hydrogen all over the place anymore. So I need to get rid of this. I guess I could just pick them up individually and move them, but it's okay. I need to get some water in here as well. Got some water here. You know what? We know what I need. I need a bottle filler. A bottle filler. Do I have that unlocked? Bottle filler. No, I don't. Okay, let's get that researched. Okay, let's get that online. Let me go back a little bit on the chat here. I got a whole bunch of... so yeah, I answered Jaws' question. I hope that answers your question, Jaws. Yeah, I didn't really think about it too much until you asked, so just kind of off the whim there. Hopefully that's adequate. Yeah, so that's... I mean, I'm super grateful for the support that I have been getting in terms of viewership, because I understand just how lucky I am, since it's so hard to grow on a streaming platform, no matter which platform you're on. There's so much competition, not just competition, but other people that are trying to like the overall pool for streamers has grown so much, and it's so easy to get into it now that it's hard to stand out sometimes, you know. So it's one of those things where I just know how lucky I am and grateful that not only did my content get pushed out into the algorithm, but that you guys are still here and enjoying it. So that's why I always thank everyone at the end of the stream, because I'm just super grateful for it. That like, you guys don't have to be here; you can be anywhere else, and you chose to spend a few hours of your day with me. So I will always be grateful, no matter how big or small I end up on either platform. So that's that. Anyways, Jim says, yeah, I was fine. I cooked some steaks for my fam. Wife made some seafood. Hopes yours was good too. That sounds pretty awesome. Steaks are pretty awesome. I had some lasagna and some turkey, so it was good as well. No, I don't throw it out. Oh, that's in regards to the gas. You don't grow on Twitch. You stream there by making folks from any other place, but Twitch itself. Keep it up. Thanks for the gift sub. Very generous. Merry Christmas, y'all. You can just call me Serby. Okay, I will do that. We'll call you Serby from now on. I'll try to remember. I will get it eventually. I always butcher names to begin with, and then once I figure... Oh, by the way, so yeah, I guess we're getting... Are we getting water in here again? Oh, we got no water. Okay, now we can turn this back on. So good thing we kind of caught that as well. We also don't want to have any water coming in from there. I think we might have gotten some water. Yeah, we got some water in here again. So let's deal with that really quick. Okay, perfect. And then I guess I can just take this water that's already here. Oh, it's being used for research, so actually I can't. We'll join Discord now too. See you guys there. I'm sorry that I'm not very active on there. I do have to be a little bit more active and just set up some more, or at least answer. Just participate more. So I do try to do that as often as I can. Just have a lot going on. So try to do my best, but I know I gotta do a lot of improvements elsewhere. Let's mop all this up. All my controls are messed up because of what the blueprints mod that I don't have enabled right now, or flip these settings. So I always have to look for them. Let's deconstruct this. I need to get some liquid on here. Let's pick some liquid up somewhere. It can't be. It has to be like water though. So whenever we get this water, hopefully I can move it over before they take it to the supercomputer. Nope, they took it. Okay. Well, whatever. I need the bottle filler anyways. I need that bottle filler. Put this here. Deconstruct this, I suppose. Then we'll get some water out of there. Good answer. Although luck will take you only so far. luck doesn't work with a terrible product. That's true, Jaws, and I agree, and I appreciate you for saying that. I do, like I said, I am very grateful for how lucky I've been, and I do realize that you need to have something that people enjoy watching at the same time. Hopefully this doesn't absolutely come crashing down on me, so I'm going to save here. Because I just don't know. I didn't check if I was able to dig all this out, so I think it's okay. I'm about to try cracking open a rocket interior for the first time. Hell yeah, Jim. Good luck with that. That's something that I didn't do on the last playthrough that I was intending to do, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll do it on this one. See if I can just kind of build this in the wrong spot, but whatever. Let's see if that works. Should be okay. I can get rid of all this polluted dirt now, and we can start localizing our oxygen production. This is getting really, really bad. Okay, I need my bottle filler. Yeah, I'll take the brisket. Put the brisket in here. Put the brisket in the bag. Water, salt, brine, or Brecken for the infinite gas storage. Basically, any liquids that doesn't off gas. Is that? Oh, that's my research. Yeah, so exactly for the gas storage, I'm avoiding anything that's not off gassing. Oh, we got some more water in here, I guess. Oh no, this is the set. This is an opposite problem. There we go. That should be okay now. Irrigation halted. Perfect. So should be okay now. We let ourselves go a little bit, but we still have lots of calories, so no problem. These little Pacu guys, they're unfortunately, well, not as many left as I once had. I wonder if they're all eggs. I don't see any eggs, but I know there's other Pacus on the map, so if we do lose them all, it's not the end of the world, unfortunately, if we lost them, but hopefully we don't lose it anymore. Are the Pacus? Hopefully they keep themselves alive. That's all I can say. If not, it's fine. We'll have to deal with them. Okay, let's get some water up here. We have the ability to get a bottle filler now. Let's put the bottle filler here. And then we can take... This is going to be germy water, but I don't really care about that because it's only going to be used for either research or to put in here. So not a big deal. Any plans for Pacus? Yes, Pacus. I eventually want to have a Pacu farm, but I have no means of feeding them just yet. I have a little bit of algae here, but not enough to make them like fully sustainable. Oh yeah, this is still dormant. Okay, cool. Next activity, 2 cycles. Oh no, I forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, there's plans to get the Pacus online at some point, but I don't have the algae or seeds to feed them at this point in time. Let's see if I do have any algae. Yeah, not a lot. I mean, not a lot of algae. And they probably burn through that pretty quick. So if these ones have to sort of evolve, then so be it. I'll deal with them at another time. Okay, let's get this area. I need to get these reed fibers out of here ASAP. I need this all done. Good thing I caught this in time. Also, I want to make sure there's no... Right. There's a little bit of water there. Let's do this. Put these 2 guys in here. And then we'll have a... We'll go down. Let's see. Make sure again. No. Yep. I don't want to dig into any of this germ. So we'll do something like this. Yeah. So we still have more Pacus if we need to. Pacus can also eat seeds. Yeah. I don't even have seeds. I think I have bog bucket seeds, but I don't think I have enough to sustain them. Let's see. Bog bucket seed. 18 units. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. So I'm not gonna worry about them too much right now. I'll focus on them later on. I want to get this online. This is gonna be a super awesome way to... Oh, I don't have any I don't have any radiant liquid pipes yet, so this is gonna have to wait. But I need these reed fibers, so I'll get them out of here. This will be amazing because we can start atmosphere production ASAP. So Thimble reeds, relocate this. Let's take all these out. And we'll start making hydroponic farms with them. And then we'll really be able to start exploring. Let's just take all these out manually for now. Oops. Inani, Joss says, Inani, you never do anything wrong. You just add knowledge gained from various experiments. Now watching Ethan claim this statement is a ChatGPT quote. Which one was that, Jaws? Did I miss the message? I mean, in fairness, it kind of reads like one. LOL. I'm honestly not sure that I'm not AI. I think we've all probably used ChatGPT too much. We all contemplate sometimes. Sometimes I make a post on Reddit. Sorry, I meant to scratch outside of my nose. I think I just accidentally gave the chat the finger. Yeah, sometimes I make a post on Reddit and I think that it sounds like ChatGPT. You claimed one of my statements as a ChatGPT earlier. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that the last episode. That's true, I did. Touché. Oh, guys, you guys have to hurry up. This is gonna start erupting pretty soon. Please. I need these thimbleweeds out of here, if anything. I don't want you guys to get hurt. 2 cycles, we got to do this. And I hope I didn't dig any... No, I didn't dig any of the germs yet. In fact, I should have just built a storage thing here. I should have just built a storage and just swept all this. We're all ChatGPT. It's a simulation. Yeah, I mean, I would almost, I almost wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. Let's put this at 180. Actually, let's do 160. And then we'll take this water, relocate this water. Wait, that'll be 10 kilograms each on each tile. That's probably too much. So let's do, let's move this water over to here. It's germy water, so I can only use it in like the supercomputer. Just move this water over, please. Yeah, I like doing that. I like put a storage bin here and then just sweep everything. Make sure I got nothing in here. Perfect. Then we'll put that on 9 priority, get that done. We got 1.5 cycles. But this is great. Now we can start really closing off the base. And you know, just making sure that everything is good. So we're gonna do what was it at? Oh shoot, I forgot what that was. Okay, 160. We'll do 157. And then we'll take this 300. That's 1,000 grams more or less on over all these things. So that should be okay. As long as we don't boil it off. What's the project that we're working on? Oh, Too Much Stringer. By the way, thank you for joining me. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year or Happy Holidays, whichever one you celebrate. We're working on a lot of different things. We're working on an infinite storage for our hydrogen because it's getting out of control. We're working on moving these spark plugs over, or splugs, whatever. Plug splugs over to here because They were causing havoc with the hydrogen that they're creating down here. We're working on infinite liquid, which is basically done. I just don't know if I have enough. I probably do have enough polluted water down here. I'm just kind of nervous that it's not going to be enough. Let's move some more over. That'll give me 1900 grams, and that should be okay. Building a boxing. Yes, we are building a cool steam vent. We're not going to be able to get this completed just because of the fact that I don't have radiant liquid pipes. So I'm going to leave it for now. Plus, I have lots of water anyway. It's not like I need water at this point, but I'm at least going to box it in, get everything moved out of the way, and then it can do its thing once it starts erupting in one cycle. Once again, my nerdiness has infested an unrelated genre. You may now resume your regularly scheduled Ani playthrough. Well, that's all right, Jaws. I appreciate you coming in here with your nerdiness and enlightening us. But yeah, a lot of projects right now. A lot of projects. Just go here. Put another note in my little Discord there. Okay, so I don't know. Do we not have igneous? Yeah, here he comes. Okay. So yeah, we'll sweep all this. Come on, let's go. Let's go. .8 cycles. We're almost there. Make sure there's no germs. No germs yet. No germs yet. We're doing good. Okay, now we can empty this. Put that on 9 priority. We're just about to close. By the way, we're just about to close off the entire base. So as soon as I get rid of this hydrogen, we'll close it off here. We'll build an exit for our duplicants with ammo suits. Because now, here's the other cool part. Now that I have reed fibers, I can start making hydroponic farms. What's the reed fiber growth condition, by the way? Forgot what the temperature is. I think it's pretty high, right? Relative, yeah, 22 to 27, 37. So we can't use this water, unfortunately. We can use this water. Actually, it's 19. So maybe we have to put it in here with this. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but let's see who's starving. Bert. Okay, Bert's making his way up. He should be all right. I just noticed that the cold biome is not walled by abyssalite, left of the cool steam geyser. Oh, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. I don't know if I can get that done in time. Let's see. See if we can make some provisions. The abyssalite, yeah, the abyssalite's fine. We'll keep the abyssalite there. But might have to just... Here we go. See if we can get this done before we this starts erupting. If not, we can... It's not the end of the world. I mean, we have lots of cold biomes anyway. If anything, this will help condense the steam. I'm not even sure if the steam can... Ammo suit logic is so inconsistent. You're always forced to make a single way out of the base, or right out of the bed. Yeah, it's kind of pretty typical at this rate. Not too... It's something that I just become accustomed to building, and I guess I don't really worry about it too much anymore. On a side note, I really love the True Tiles mod. Well, yeah, it is a great mod. I started using it when I first started streaming because somebody recommended that, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. I love it. I have to use this. Like I said, I like cool things, so I thought it was very cool to change up the very mundane and always same looking tiles that you're always looking at. I usually have Atmo suit on each side of my base. Yeah, we're gonna have at least 2. We're gonna have at least one at the top, one at the bottom, and then we'll eventually have one on the right, I think. I'm not a fan of mods, but if I used one, it would be True Tiles. Oh, please don't drop in. That would be terrible. And it's Travaldo too. It's Traval. He's gonna drop in. I can already tell. Well, we're gonna have very hot steam coming out in about 60 seconds. So whatever happens, happens at this rate. I used to not be that big of a fan of mods, to be honest with you, and then it's kind of grown on me now. I mean, I like quality of life mods rather than mods that change things about the game. You know what I mean? Oh, that's not good. Let's get this done so you guys can get out of here. Oh, that's just lovely, Amari. Get yourself stuck, why don't you? All right, well, this is not going according to plan, but might have to make a bed now, a medical bed. Okay, they should be able to get it done. It's not gonna get that hot. I hope. You know what? I don't mind this. It all falls in here. I'll just leave that. It'll leave a place for this water to go. So I'll leave this in. Do I leave that intact? I can get it from the backside. Let's get this closed up. Let's take away that. I know they've already stop getting water, guys. You can breathe up here. Why would you want to breathe in the steam? Oh my goodness. I might just restart cycle 71 and not let them go in there. I'm not happy with how that went. Yeah, I guess the insulated door would have been okay. No, I should have been paying more attention. So I'm gonna take the L on that and just consider that my fault. Because there's no way I was gonna make that in time before this was done. So what I have to do is I have to close this off and prevent them from doing all this work. Just get them out of here, basically. And then I'll just go in from the back and finish it. Oh, I'll move this down though. I like that. Just so the steam can fall down in there. Or the water. Actually, sorry, I meant the water fall down in there. Okay, now you guys can get out. Get out. Get out. There we go. I like how that went a little bit better. Let me just check I gotta scroll up in the chat again. Just gonna make sure that they don't get themselves absolutely obliterated again. That'd be very, very annoying. Of course, it's carbon dioxide, so they can't even breathe. No, stop going in there. Why would you go in there to breathe? You literally came from oxygen. It's right here. Look, oxygen is right there. Right there, right there. What? Harold. Dude. Whose task is it to finish this? Digger Bert. Okay. Look at Stinky stuck. Now, why are you hanging out here? Finish this. Dude. This is so annoying. They're not going to do it. Oh my God. This is so painful. You gotta like, oh, okay, thank you. Now Harold's hurt. Oh, not too bad. Popped eardrums, hurt, everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, at least it's only one duplicate I gotta fix now. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that. All right, let me get some things queued up and I'll read the chat. I missed a whole bunch of messages there. Okay, this is done. Let's get this finished. Hopefully they can build that in the correct order. This is done. Perfect. Okay, this is also done. Hopefully I have enough liquid here or water here. Let's just empty this and then we can close that off. Okay, sorry, let me just go back here. It's not gonna get that hot. Yeah. Oh, Travaldo, oh really? Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Vitali, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's just say I went to make a functioning colony with least amount of dupes. Which professionals can I skip? Which ones do I need multiple dupes to do? But you know what? You could probably have just 3 duplicates if you wanted to, but you'd have to. You would be better off probably using bionic duplicates because you can just switch out their tasks rapidly. You know what I mean? Like their skills rapidly. Otherwise, I think the best solution would be, instead of trying to skip professionals, you'd probably be better off just having very high morale for those 3 duplicates and giving them all the skills necessary. But I would go with bionic duplicates in that case, because then you can just switch out their function very, very quickly. So hope that helps answer your question. If anyone has any other suggestions for Vitaly, Stinky, watch this. Serby says, I like the quality of life mod that lets you place deodorizers in the ceilings. Oh yes, I saw that one. I keep forgetting to install that. Let me write that down. That's a cool one. Deodorizer quality of lights mod. I saw that one before and I don't know why I didn't get it. A high priority storage with igneous rocks. Not sure. Sorry, I might have missed what that was for. Since you can easily get morale up to see, yeah, I agree with Jim. All professionals are important, so you can either get your morale up for all of them, or yeah, bionic duplicates. Dupe's got a dupe. Watching crash out over these duplicates is how all parents crash out watching their kids do dumb shit. That's so true. that is so true, Stringer. Probably should have gone with early oxygen masks. I always skip oxygen masks. Don't need oxygen masks at the super duper wetland. There are some really redundant utilities and mechanics. I'm not a fan of infinite storage. I say I don't like mods, but I'm a fan of infinite storage. Go figure. I started closing up on base early and use oxygen mask dust and swap them out for atmosuits later. Yeah, we're almost there. We're gonna be doing that pretty much right now. I just have to figure out where to put them. That's because I have to have minimum 22 degrees to use the oxygen masks. Sorry, the atmos suits. So I usually always skip oxygen masks in favor of atmos suit, because usually I don't run into the problems that I just ran into now. Let's see what else. Let's go with, just go like this, do that, and then go boom. We gotta get all the water out of here. This is 20-degree water, so it's not too bad. Get this powered up as well. Don't want to go too far there. Oh, your scissors mod almost made me change my mod version. Yeah, it's scissors mod almost made me change my mod version. Oh, that's right. Yeah, when it was still a mod. Right. Let them breathe dirty air. The oxygen mask. Yeah, dirty air builds their immunity or something, right? That's how it should work anyway. Oh, metal refinery. That's what I need. The masks aren't for dupes. It's for me. Oh, I should make sure my scheduling is good too. Oh no! Why are you peeing in the water? Why, Stinky? You didn't have to do, or Ellie, you didn't have to go up there. Oh, okay, that's okay. We're only using water for research, so I'm not too upset at that. If this, Why? Look, you have a dig. You could have literally dug through. No, you probably can't dig through there because you can't. You don't have the digging skill. All right. Oh, that's not my fault. I don't want to have to restart cycle 72. We're almost done, but that's really not my fault. Fine, I'll live with it. Was that so hard? Unreal. Okay. Luckily we're only again we're only using this for research, and this should actually get rid of most of the germs by itself. I just have to get rid of the germs in this polluted water, basically. Polluted water. is growing in here. So let's do. I guess I could dump it in here, which is really nice that I have this option. Let's do that. Where's the water? Where's the water thing? The one where you dump water. Bottle emptier. Bottle emptier. Drainer. Let's get the bottle drainer set up, and we'll just dump the polluted water into here. What's wrong with my mouse? First is the duplicants, now it's my... How's my mouse? Alright, well, that could have... Just as I was saying, too, I need to reschedule probably because I have too many duplicants on. Yeah, I need to move Stinky down with Hassan here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll mop this up. Mop this up. And then we'll put that into our, into here, basically. This is all germy water inside there anyways. And now we can pretty much start, oh, hold on. I want to make sure I don't mess this up. Okay, this is almost done. Now we can almost start putting all this oxygen or all this garbage into a consolidated area and having our sub-elimination station basically produce our oxygen and start deodorizing everything. Why are you peeing in the water? It's a question I've asked too many times. Yeah, I rarely care for poison water because I'm not even allowed to plant crops for the first 100 cycles. Well, that's a good, I guess that's one way that your restriction kind of helps you out in that sense. Is that it doesn't even really matter. I mean, you still don't want it to get out of control because it gets very hard to clean the water eventually. But luckily, I do have a place where I can put polluted water and I can put the rest of the water just in my supercomputer. So not that big of a deal. Actually, in order to do that, let's just cut off the water. I guess I could put all the water in here, but let's just cut off this water entirely. So I can use this water in the supercomputer if I need to. They always find a way to pee in the good water. Well, so again, this is the opposite of Terra. So right now we don't really need the good water as long as we don't have something is entombed. Oh, that's just fantastic. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, because the sand fell. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, get yourself stuck, Cook Auto. Why don't you? Okay, we need to start doing this as well. So this has to go. Perfect. Look at that. We can disconnect here. Maybe no. I'm not gonna disconnect. I'm not gonna do that. This looks like it's working. I got some. Unfortunately, I got some oxygen in here, but it should be okay. This is just a temporary solution anyway. Josh says, my family heard me scream from that balls movement in my basement so much. they wonder what's wrong now. That's hilarious. Just yelling at your duplicants all for being in the clean water all the time. Get rid of all this. Oh, he's just playing Ani again. I mean, at this point, I just assume no water in this game is good water. That's the truth. What's your favorite critter considering both their usefulness and cuteness? Ooh, good question. Let me just think about that. Oh, no more squash fries. Oh, this is a nice lineup of bionic duplicants. My favorite critter, I would say, is favorite critter. I think is definitely the smooth hatch because I think that I like blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I think they're very cute. But more importantly, I think it's an excellent way early on to make refined metal if you have an excessive amounts of metal or... well, hold on here. We got something stuck again. So we got to do this. So because of that, I think it's a great... Let's do this. I'm just a little bit distracted here. Let's do that. That'll work out a little bit better. I know it's not a 100% ratio when you use smooth hatches, but I really like them for early game metal refinery. Where did that? I don't know where that polluted water went. Anyways, nothing's germy, so I must have went to the right spot. I don't know. Bottle drainer. Yeah, it would be smooth hatches for sure. Smooth hatches because they're cute. I like the color blue, and because I think they're an excellent alternative to the metal refinery early on in the game. Jim says it's beat us with Saturn Critter Trap. They're the most broken. Still haven't used those, but I've heard you've told me a lot about them in the previous playthrough that I did. Unless you're eating the food without cooking, germs don't really matter. That's true as well. I'm just really OCD about having germs everywhere in the base. I'd rather not have that to deal with. I definitely can't mop this up, unfortunately. So I'll have to just wait for everything to put a pitcher pump in here. Guess I can't put a pitcher pump because I have ladders in the way. Yeah, I like to have everything as good as possible, if that kind of makes sense. Anyway, so we got this working now. I should have probably vacuumed out. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. You know that meme, this is fine? Well, this is actually fine. Okay, let's do this. And then get this in here. Now we need some power. Just like that. And then some ladders. So now we're finally gonna close off this area. About time. Do that. This can go. Pip and Arbor trees are a distant second. I do like the look of Pips, I'm not gonna lie. They are very, very cute. I can't hate on the Pips. Hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Let me see, go up in here and see who that is. Shubid Dwan. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Really, really appreciate it. So it says... Okay, that's an internal Twitch thing. You probably forgot to pump the other... Yeah. No, I did forget to pump it up, but this is just very temporary. Because I'm going to have oxygen in here, I think, anyways. Maybe some creep. I don't know. But regardless, this I will move into a more permanent location later. I just need to get rid of this because this is getting out of control. But yeah, you are totally right, Stringer. You are totally right. I mean, I can't lie and say that it was intentional. I would have preferred not to do that because now I have to sort it. But again, this is a very temporary location given where it's located, and given just given my lack of preparation to filter it before I was sending gases in and to vacuum it out. So, but I did. It was not permanent. Oh, sorry, it was not intentional to do that. Let's close all this off. Everything is doing really good. Cool. As soon as this starts to get out of the way, actually now we can start moving all the... let's put an automatic dispenser in here. So I think this is probably the best spot to put somewhere over here. Put all this crap that's... Like now we're going to start moving our... this thing. The sublimination station around, right? So we probably want to put it down here for the time being. So we'll put everything that's causing off-gassing down here. And then we'll do this. We'll put maybe an airlock door. This is going to be a temporary solution to all our problems. But we will make sure that everything works accordingly. So anyways, we need to get this all swept up. We can finally start sweeping all this, cleaning the base, getting all this garbage out of here. Boom, just like that. Everything needs to go. Put everything in there. Everything has to go. Everything must go. So while my duplicates do that, I can mainly catch up a little bit here. Croak says, I really enjoy how the game, and especially DLCs after various ways to get key resources, but I wish Glossy Draco's plastic output to be nerfed years ago. Yeah, it was definitely nerfed. I know Jim has been very disappointed about that. I haven't tried playing with Glossy Dracos since the update, so I'm not entirely sure if it's going to affect me, because the way I use Glossy Dracos is I don't starvation wrench them anyways. But we'll see. See what ends up happening. We'll see what ends up happening. What's this here? Subliminator, Oxalite. So what doesn't have storage? Oh, it's the polluted water. Okay. Well, the polluted water can go in here as long as it doesn't have germs on it. Let's put this here. So we'll put polluted water connected to here. And this will be just germy polluted water. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Do not want to get any germs in there. Because I am in fact eating this food, so. I might have to make my storage bigger, actually. This is might be a bit of a problem. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna save here and see if this works, because I don't know if I have enough water over this these vents. So let's do this. No cook. See, I have a cook. I have yeah, I have one cook. I'm a little bit of a noob when it comes to... Oh, this has got over... Yeah, this inevitably broke. Oh, because now I have too many gases coming in here. All right. No problem. Yeah, I can't do that, can I? I have to go in here and fix it. All right, well... Anyways, this hydrogen shouldn't be a problem anymore. So we can start closing this off. And we'll figure that out. How did I have polluted oxygen in here? Oh, I guess you know what? I was vacuuming it out too quickly, probably. And it ended up coming up there, so. Whatever. They still have a lot of work to do to clean all this crap up, so. Yeah, it did break now. I'm not too, like I said, I'm not too disappointed, because I can dig this out a little bit more, have all the rest of the hydrogen float up here. I'm no longer producing hydrogen that's going up here. I mean, and they might squeak out of here because of the way I built this. But most of it should just be going into this. Except now we've got a problem with. Yeah, I'll just break it open, I suppose. Can these things survive in the? They don't have to be. Yeah, they don't care what atmosphere it is. Anyways, I'll fix that up. Yeah. So what my plan is now that I have everything on queue to be swept up, I can start putting, start doing something like this. Maybe. I don't know if this is. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is going to get us by for the time being. And then we'll put a bunch of. Luckily, we have lots of nickel. Then we'll put deodorizers here. Put a couple here, and then we'll put a couple here. I want another one. So we'll do that. Put another airlock. And then that will be our main production for oxygen. I don't have high pressure yet. I don't even have plastic yet. But yeah, I'll have to make a little filter. I mean, now we're starting to get too much hydrogen here, which is luckily we haven't made enough yet to really be that much of a problem. Oh yeah, someone asked how much power these make when they're, oh, I just missed it. They're all fed, so they should be making like 1600 watts each. They all fill my battery up. It's the only thing that I've been using for power production. Crack open another drink here, so I'm gonna mute the mic. Okay. No one got stuck and no one peed while I was temporarily gone. Yeah, they do produce a ton of power. So, like I said, they're my only power plant right now. They are probably, yeah, I was gonna say they're probably cramped because I don't have anything automated yet, which I should probably work on. Now we need a power plant and Slug Ranch. Could you imagine? Well, I was kind of thinking about making these my main power for a very, very long time. That's why I haven't concerned myself too much with this. But eventually, I think I'll have to diversify. Let's see how this is doing. Okay, this is doing all right. It's still cold. Not going to be cold for very long, but this kind of overpressures anyway, so I don't think it'll be that big of a problem. This starts, oh my goodness, 6.8 cycles. That's right. I was supposed to be working on this. All right. Now this one I do need to use filters for. So I need to get power here from something. How do I get power here easily? I guess like that. Maybe we'll just go this far. Now, what I want to do is pump in all the water. Pump in all the water that's being produced into here, because as you can see, it's overflowing and it's going to be active in. This is a very high, I think, very high output water geyser here. Where would to put the microchip, feed them? Well, okay, we're feeding them cobalt right now, which seems to be okay. 3DS asks, where would to put the microchip? Are you talking about like the microchips that the biome duplicants make? Do I not have a filter? I need a filter. I really don't feel like using. I guess I can use the automation. It's not that big of a deal. This should work, I think, so I shouldn't have any problems. So I'll use a liquid shut off for this. Yeah, we'll do that. Do that, and then do I have a sensor? Oh, do I need data banks for the sensor? No, it's right here. Liquid pipe element sensor. Just barely not finished yet. And then I need power down here as well, but I should get this. I'm going to make this out of, I might regret this. I'm going to make this out of sedimentary rock for the time being, because this will help heat my base. So we'll see how that works out. And I'll have to obviously fix this as well. I mean, I don't have to make it so big. I guess I could just do like something like that. Put a pump there. Yeah, we'll move it over one. Let's Instead of using granite for here, we're going to use igneous rock. Actually, we'll just dig this out. And then, yeah, there we go. What's the point? What's the portrait of an average Oni enjoyer? I don't know. I guess I'm an average Oni enjoyer. Do I have a portrait of me? Jim says I've been using a slug power plant on this asteroid for like 1,500 cycles now. Whoa. Yeah, that was kind of where my inspiration came from. 30s is Jim's. This is an asteroid that I don't know if I mentioned this enough this episode yet, but this was contributed by Jim, so he kind of has like the whole knowledge of what's to be expected on this asteroid, and so he's told me about the plug asteroid, or sorry, the plug power plant. I have a plug ranch, but only sustaining 6 of them due to the average of my 2 copper volcanoes. I mean, I'm gonna diversify eventually. Okay, there's no germs in there. I'm gonna diversify eventually, just because I like doing that. So we'll see. We'll see when that happens. I guess they all have to go around now because I blocked their way to get. They all have to go through here. Oh, of course you would get stuck, Otto. How did you even get stuck in there? I didn't even see you do that. Is there a particular reason you need to heat this base? Yes, this base is very, very cold. I'm surrounded by a ton of cold biomes. As long as your food is good, the dupes are pretty resilient. So yeah, so the dupes actually, storage, okay. I thought that was for my food, that was the flashing red. The food can only be the food can only be 10 degrees, the food that I'm growing right now. The liquid pipe element sensor here. Get this going right away, and we'll see if this works. I'm still unsure if this is going to work fully, but basically I just need to. Well, there's a lot of mixed liquids that I got to deal with here. I might just make a separate pool for all this. Make a couple of mesh tiles here, actually. That might be the way to go. Oh, I need to make this the other way. I need to make this go like that. And then make this... Oh, I messed this up. Let's just move the vent. Okay, so I need to make water go in here. Disconnect that. And I need to make the extra go over here. All right. That's more like it. And then we'll kind of go across here and just take care of all this as well. And then we'll go like that. We'll go like this. And we'll all live happily ever after. Not like that. Oh, let's check how much power that they're making. Finally, 1,600 watts. Okay, so I think they also make more. I'm not 100%, but I read somewhere that they may even make more. Look at this thing. This thing just keeps. Okay, this is actually not bad. It's just pumping oxygen now, so it's kind of harming my base because it's sucked up all the hydrogen, and now it's starting to pump oxygen. So I kind of let this one go too long. So we'll just let it finish that. Let all the hydrogen float up, and then we can close that off finally. And in the meantime, hopefully they can get all this moved over as well. Let's have them focus on that actually. Just cancel all this and have them focus on moving this stuff, because this is then I want to get this closed off. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what was I doing next? We got water. Just type it in, probably easier. So water is going to go through here. Everything else is bypassed. Cool, cool, cool. Let's just finish that. With the demolier trait, it's very easy to get solar panels going early. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that on this one. So I do not have, this has meteor showers. But this particular rock has over 200 tons of cobalt and 150 each of copper, iron, gold, plus every mineral volcano and 2 copper. There's a lot to go around. This does have a whole bunch. This has 130 tons just in this space alone that I've mined out, and I haven't even scratched the surface of how big this asteroid is. There is absolutely a ton of asteroid. Okay, how many gases do I have in here? I have one different type of gas, which is probably okay. I can close this off again, and then just let's let the hydrogen sit in here, I suppose. Now, as soon as I get some polluted oxygen, this might break again, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. And all this, okay, I need all this to flow into here. That'll make its way in there eventually, and then we can close that off. So things are looking pretty good, I would say. Jim says 1600 is the most I've seen. Well, maybe that is the case then. I thought I remembered seeing more somewhere, but that could very well be the case. This is not too bad. It's all flowing in here, and it's just shaving off the water off the top, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Got some air pockets here, so how much more water do I have? I have quite a bit. I have quite a bit of water. So let's do this. Let's open this up. And then we'll remove it from the inside. Now, I still have to put all the polluted water in there that is all around the base as well. So let's see, gases are quite a bit. I mean, I guess there are some squeaking out here. I could have built this a little bit better. It's not the ideal solution, but anyways, we'll deal with that as well later on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on there. I want to get this online first and foremost, because this is about to start making water. We gotta sweep all this up as well. Some sleet wheats. Oh yeah, we're sweeping up snow, so I guess we're gonna have some issues there of that. Now, sleet wheat I can probably just put in here for now. That's gonna fill up my storage very quickly. So let's put the sleet wheat in the cold biome for the time being. Meant to do a little bit. The new space places of interest are also way too rich for how easy it is to collect them now. Are you referring to the ones that you make by destroying the demolier? Nice, I'll take some copper. Out of 900 ranch, I'm doing a 4 to 6, doing 1600 every night, and the rest is smattering all over. Are you using free gas filters, by the way? No, I'm not using the free ones. I'm not using the free ones. Kevin, one of the other viewers, showed me how to do those, but I'm not using those. I might use them eventually. I'm not opposed to using them. I'm just not very good at setting them up, so that's why I don't use them. Sweep all this up. What doesn't have? Okay, brine. Don't care. Put the brine here. Put the water here. Put the brine here. What's this? Put this here. And then sweep all this up too. I don't know how you guys missed that. I clicked sweep a couple times. And then I can put in the sedimentary rocks here. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, let's put a pump in here. Why don't we? Put a pump. Oh, again, has to be old amalgam because of the heat. Put an Atmos sensor. Actually, I should put that a little lower. We'll put this like that. Right, hydro sensor. Right, what I meant to say. And then obviously we want some power to this as well. Put in the power like that. Get all this stuff done, and then we can close it off for good. This is going to erupt in 3 cycles. Loops seem to be too idle standing. Yeah, I was very distracted. I get distracted a lot. My brain can't multitask because actually, you know what's kind of funny is streaming has taught my brain to multitask a lot more than anything in life ever has. Because now I'm reading the chat. Like, I don't know why I have such a difficult time doing that, but I can now read the chat, play the game for the most part. Before I could not do that. Like when I first started streaming, one of the reasons I did a lot of things on Super Duper Dreamland, like a lot of the tedious things off stream, is because I had such a problem with like trying to deal with micro situations like this that we just got ourselves into again when I'm talking to chat, because I wasn't good at talking and playing at the same time. Now that I mostly am, like I still get distracted a lot, but I'm a lot better than what I used to be when it comes to that stuff. And yeah, exactly. The loop should be more proactive. I mean, these guys get stuck all the time. It's not my fault. I don't want to have to deal with it, but here we are. Okay, let's get all these. I guess we'll take the swamp shards because the free food for now. Get all that done. Yeah, the sweeping. You're right. I should have the sweeping errands queued up again. I have lots of sweeping for them to do. Okay, we got some more water here. No problem. Let's sweep all this as well because this will. It's already mixed. So I'm not too worried about that. This is overpressured. So anyways, we're gonna have a dormancy period there. No problem. This is gonna be active. So let's sweep this, and then we can close this off. Why do we have 2 different types of? I gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. I'm not accepting that. Okay, now I need to bring power here. Yeah, I just insane how often I get I forget what I'm doing. Like there's times when I just literally forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Irrigation. Okay, cool. Oh, Google off. Like, why are you turning on? All right, disconnect this thing. Disconnect that thing. Perfect. Now I can put, yeah. Cool, we gotta get that. Good thing I saw that. I usually clue up a ton of low priority commands all over the base. Yeah, that's a very good. It's something that I get better at doing. I mean, as long as I try to keep things going as much as I can. We need to work on it. We need to work on oxygen as well. I try to keep them going as best as I can, but there are situations where I just totally forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, now I'm going to save here because I'm going to command them to put polluted water in here. That's on sweep command. And I don't want to accidentally sweep up germy polluted water and mix it in here. So if that happens, at least I don't have to deal with the consequences if I save. Okay. Put that there. Boom, just like that. No, if you guys forgot the coal bolt again. Need this done, guys. Get it out of here. I don't know how you do it. I get distracted enough playing while lurking most days. I have to constantly pause to figure out what it's doing. Yeah, well, you'll also... Hey, thanks for the follow, QC Phil. Thank you so much for the follow. I used to play this game, no joke, just pausing nonstop offline. But streaming has really taught me to keep it going and to try to be more proactive in keeping my duplicates going, talking while I'm streaming. You know, all that stuff that I just talked about. It's definitely stuff that I've worked on, and streaming has helped me with. Kind of funny to say. Okay, no polluted water in here. That's perfect. I need to get this swept up so I can move this. I'm just waiting for the thing to reload. I gotta reposition my chair. I have a blanket on my leg so it doesn't get cold, but keep rolling over it with the chair. And it keeps like going on the floor. I usually queue up a ton of low priority. I read that one. Hey, Lazy Eyes. One of my dupes is slow. What do you do to speed up athletics? Lazy Eyes, you can watch my video. I just made a video on that, on duplicate athletics. But just to give you a quick TLDR, the best thing to do if you really want to speed them up and you don't mind investing like a couple dozen cycles in it, put them on a manual generator like lock them in a room, or sorry, not lock them in the room entirely, but just make it so that, hang on here. Let me get this out of here. Just make it so that only duplicates whose athletics rating that you want to get up is allowed to enter a room with a manual generator that powers a light. And then make it so those duplicates are forced to go in there and run on the manual generator at all times except for when it's not break time or sleep time. But also, Lazy Eyes, for an example of that, go watch my how to speed up duplicates video. Or something about athletics. There's 3 different titles for it. So depending on which one you get on your sub box, it's something to do with that. Just build that for now. Saying it's not your fault, like other parents coming up and saying your child bit my child, it's not my fault. Exactly, it's the child's fault, is it not? I'm just kidding. Set up a gym. Yeah, Jim has the right idea. That's the one. Sorry about that slow response there, Lazy Eyes, but yeah, that's exactly. Jim has the correct answer there. Also, sparkle streakers and do the... Yes, by the way, we are going to do the synthesizer here, Jim. I'm planning to do it this playthrough. I know I didn't do it in the Super Duper Dreamland, but I just want to throw that out there that this one, we're going to do it. Yeah, the alternative to, like, if you don't want to put them on a hamster wheel and you want them working, the next best thing is to get them suit sustainability training and exosuit training. Exosuit training in particular is very, very good because it negates the penalty that duplicates would otherwise get from the oh, I forgot to put a thing in there. Okay, I can still get back from the what am I trying to say? negates the penalty that they would get from wearing Atmos suits. That's the one. Atmos suits, and it doesn't entirely negate the penalty from jet suits. It just gives you a +6 bonus when you're wearing the jet suit. Yeah, it's very, 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 very powerful. Yeah, actually, the video shows you exactly why it's so powerful. Hello, the plugs eat metal, so be careful. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, we're keeping an eye on our cobalt ore status here. That's what we're feeding them right now. Yeah, only cobalt, and we have 141 tons. 141 tons, and this is all we've dug out. So we're doing really, really good. We have a, where is it? A copper volcano right here. So we can also feed them that. But yeah, right now they've been doing a fantastic job just running my base power. I do have to be more conscious of my eggs because I'm not feeding these guys, by the way. These guys are just in there doing. Oh, I don't want. That guy got out. No, he didn't get out. Actually, I put him there because I remember why. I remember why. I was moving eggs around and I put one of the eggs on the outside. Actually, I should make sure that I don't have any more plugs just eating a random. I don't mind if they eat the cobalt, but I don't want them to eat anything else. Hey, Imezaga. Hopefully I said that right, Imezaga. Hi, I'm new to the channel and to the game. LOL, how are you doing? I'm doing super well. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream chat and welcome to the community. You have picked the best game ever to play. Congratulations. You are going to have so much fun and also probably plenty of cursing and swearing at your computer screen when duplicants get stuck and pee their pants and do all those fun things. But overall, you picked the best game to play. Welcome, welcome. Anything that you might need to invest in some auto sweeper. I actually do have auto sweeper. I just been lazy setting them up. It's not that bad though. We're just playing around. Imazaga. Hopefully I said that right. I'm really bad at pronunciation, so excuse me. But yeah, the game is a lot of fun, but just there's a lot that your duplicants can do that that will make you pull your hair out. It's kind of funny. It's all fun and games. Keeps you on your toes, yes. You have any particular questions that we can help you with? For your starting your new playthroughs. Okay, so I think we can safely put this in here now. I don't really care to have all that there. Hopefully they don't have to get anything from here. I'm just amazed how they trap themselves in places they couldn't possibly path to when they're not looking. Exactly. Well, I've seen it happen once. So they'll always try to jump up into, like, let's say they're deconstructing this and they're standing on top of here. For some reason, the game will teleport them up here. So I guess this is more like to the new player, anyone who's new, that's how. If you ever see your duplicants getting stuck, that's kind of what's going on. It's very, very annoying. I don't like the polluted oxygen. It makes athletics. It makes the athletics walk affected, like debuffed. Yeah. So the polluted oxygen, actually, the polluted oxygen just gives us yucky lungs, which increases our air consumption rate. It does make them, like, I guess, cough or whatever, right? Maybe, but that's the biggest debuff that we're getting them. And actually, I have to deal with the cold as well. Let's put this back. Suppress current. But we're slowly but surely getting rid of our polluted oxygen. Right now, we're finally having some need to set up more sublimination stations. And in turn, I think I should start setting up some transformers because I'm going to start overpowering this area really, really quick. Let's do this. We'll connect just those sublimination stations because I already have this power wire already has like 1300 watts on it or something. Actually, we'll take this off. I don't need that right now. So yes, we will set up a Hydra at some point, Michael. We will definitely set up a Hydra with electrolyzers. Okay, let's put this, let's get some water going here. Ani reminds me of this game called Who's Your Daddy? The goal of the game is to try to keep a baby from from evolving themselves from various thing around the house. I never heard of that. That's so funny. I gotta sit up again. I keep falling in my chair. Okay, gotta get my duplicates going too. Let's get some power wires going in here. Start vacuuming some of this water out. Make sure this is set up. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure if this amount of polluted oxygen is going to work. I usually put a lot more, but I think it'll be okay. Just to prevent anything like from catastrophic from happening, I'm going to save beforehand. And then now I should be getting, oh, turn this up. If it's above, we'll say, yeah, above 500 is probably fine. Yeah, we're not going to set up electrolyzers for quite some time. I mean, I have more than enough water to do it, but I have so much polluted dirt that I don't mind using this method for now. And then, of course, we'll set up some deodorizers here. Now, how much oxygen does this produce? This is 660 grams. So these two will support 12 dupes. Well, I'm at 8, and this one is enough. So I should have enough now to support all my duplicates. It is getting a little bit low, so probably can help ourselves out once we fix a more permanent solution for this, because this has been kind of a struggle. Okay, so by the way, I'm gonna go on for another maybe 10 or 15 minutes on stream here, and then we'll call it a night. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back tomorrow as well. So, oh, let's keep them. I don't know why I keep pausing here. So that's kind of what the goal is for tonight. Another 10-15 minutes just to kind of finish the stream, and then I think we got a lot done. I mean, water storage has finally started. Yeah, if it didn't work. That's kind of what I was afraid of might happen. And now we're just sending water in this. Now we're just repeating the problem that we've already had over here. Oh, thank you for the follow on Twitch, Chaos Wither. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here and joining the stream. How are you tonight? Yeah, so we got this problem that I thought we were going to have. Oh, stop. I'm going to disconnect here. And then we'll jump back into here, try to put some more substantial amounts of polluted water down. I mean, maybe even some salt water if I had access to it, but unfortunately, I don't think I do. Let's see here. I need a substantial amount of polluted water. This is probably too much. 49 kilograms, 10 kilograms, 1,000. How much overpressure is this thing? I forgot how much it was. Oh, thank you for your subscription on YouTube. Is that Jacko Munich? Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Might need to invest in some unpowered filter gate using valves for water. This will work fine. The problem is not the filter. It's the fact that I didn't put enough liquid on top of the vent there. So I just gotta find. I gotta find the right amount of liquid. I think 10 kilograms is way too much. I want to have. Let's do 2. I don't think it'll work now because the water's there, so I might have to. That's why I made that save. There's a brine geyser down from the open slush pool. Actually, you know what? There's a little bit of brine here. I might just take that 10 kilograms of polluted water and throw it on there and see what happens. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna reload from the last state and we'll just kind of probably fix it. Maybe not. You have any advice on how to start opening a map? I usually do space for rooms. I don't really even know what to do with it. Go and look at my videos. Doing the first 10 cycles. It's kind of an older video, but it shows you how to get through the first 10 cycles. So it's like, kind of gives you an idea of what you should have done. Once you're past those 10 cycles, then the best way to do opening a map, like going to explore, is just to dig as far as you can to the right, dig as far as you can to the left, and up and down, and see what you have in the vicinity, so you can start taming things. Like, I found a cool slush geyser here. There's a volcano here. So once you start seeing those things, you kind of know like what to focus on. Until you start finding like water sources and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to figure out what to focus on, especially if you're a little bit new. So my advice is to find these geysers, the vents, and volcanoes, and then start taming them. Jim says a bunch of biomes have brine ice that you can melt. Actually, I should just take a little bit of brine from here. This would be the ideal amount, actually. I'm so backwards now with all this clicking. That's too much liquid. Too much liquid. Okay, hopefully this polluted water is enough. If not, I'll put the 10 kilograms in here, and then we can. And it's probably going to be too much. The 20, there's a 10. I just happened to click on Herald. And then we'll probably end the stream here. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. That was enough. Hopefully it stays. Let's see if that works. Anytime now, take your time. I mean, there was cobalt right there that you could have used, but now you're probably going to throw it in there. If you throw it in there, Travaldo, you know what? I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. I'm going back in to get it. There's no way I'm leaving that cobalt in there. It's going to bother me for my entire playthrough. My most recent map, just 7th cycle by the moment. I have 2 really close, cool steam and natural gas. Oh, those are really easy. You got really lucky there. So I don't know if I should be concerned about those. No, those are really, really good. The cool steam vent is a little bit tricky. Let me show you kind of what you want to do. So the cool steam vent is like this. It produces very, very hot steam. I mean, very hot for a new player, so it's kind of relative, right? So it's 110 degrees steam, so that means it's going to melt your copper at 75 degrees. So you have to use gold to build in here. What you want to do, when you build, so that's not going to be that hot all the time, but I would just use gold anyway. What you want to do is something like this. Take some radiant liquid pipe and just build over top of the cool steam vent like this, and bring in some cold water, or water might break because it evaporates really quickly. Bring in some polluted water or something that's cooler than the steam to condense it and make water. That's how you work with that. I know it's a really, really quick, doesn't really make a lot of sense right now, but actually I'm going to end the stream and I'll go into sandbox mode and show you exactly what I mean. Because the stream, yeah, and we're going to end the stream there for the super duper wetland, and we're going to go and just explain this small thing. Let me just stand up and kind of fix myself here. I almost sat on the floor. Both can leak heat, but you can deal with either. If you're careful, just wait till they're dormant and seal them with insulated tile. Chaos says, I watched a tutorial on how to build the Hydra. Can I use water and salt? Absolutely, you can. You totally can, Chaos, but just be careful that if your Hydra oxygen production is very hot, it's going to turn your water into steam and break your Hydra. So if you're cooling your Hydra locally, you can absolutely do that. There's not a problem with it at all. Just keep in mind that you don't want to go above 100 degrees with your oxygen production, oxygen or hydrogen production. Okay, everyone. So yeah, the stream is 3 hours and 10 minutes in, so we're going to stop the gameplay there. But I wanted to show some new players. Just finish up the last couple minutes here by showing the new players how to tame the natural gas and the cool steam vent. So this is for you. Amazaga. Sorry, I hope I'm saying that correct. I'm starting to get a little tired. So when I get tired, I pronounce names like it doesn't. So yeah, if you want to head out now, thanks for showing up tonight, and have a great night. Have a great rest of your night. If you want to stick around for the next 10-20 minutes, I'll hang out with the chat and also answer some questions, starting with how to tame a cool steam vent very easily and how to tame a natural gas geyser very easily. All right, so if you, like I said, have a good night if you're leaving. If you want to stick around for that, then you're more than welcome to. So we're gonna go into sandbox. We're gonna save, and we're gonna go into sandbox mode. Yeah, it's okay, sweet. So don't worry about it, dude. You're pronouncing it great. I try. So yeah, no problem. This is kind of what the channel's about, is helping new people, and I was about to end the stream anyway, so I figured this would be a great way to find it. Okay, so a cool steam vent produces steam. Steam turns into water when it gets cool enough. All you want to do is take your radiant liquid pipe and just run it through. You can pretty much do it anywhere. You don't have to do this exactly. You can even run lower if you want, sort of like that. And then this doesn't need to, oh, gotta turn on sandbox mode for this to work. So take your radiant liquid piping, build it something like this. All right, something like that. And then all you want to do is put in some sort of liquid that is cooler than the steam, which is pretty much any liquid that you can find anywhere. So this, like for example, this 25-degree polluted water will work just fine, but it will get hot over time. And when it gets too hot, particularly when it reaches its boiling temperature, which it shouldn't, but see, it starts to turn into steam at around 120 degrees. Now, luckily, it can't ever get that hot because the cool steam vent only produces steam till 110. But if you're using water, it will get that hot and it will break the pipe. So you want to make sure you keep that in mind. But basically, you just want to put anything in here that's cooler than the steam that's being produced. So we'll put a liquid pump here. We'll hook this up to power. Just kind of go up here and go like that. And then basically, now obviously in your game, you would have all this dug out already because you can't just build through dirt tiles. So it's kind of an obvious part, but okay, so this is basically how it'll work. So watch what happens as soon as, well, okay, there's no steam there. Let me build a steam in, make this all steam. Oh, this carbon dioxide. Where's the steam? The steam button. Steam. So let's pretend that this has been a steam this whole time, and there's a bunch of steam here, and it's just hanging out, doing its thing, right? Okay, so when the no power. I lost it there. Okay, so when this is producing steam, you see how it overpressurizes often? I mean, this is not because I just replaced all this. This will overpressurize when there's too much steam. It just won't work. But as soon as you start putting anything cold through it, that's colder than the steam, it starts condensing and producing water for you. So that's the TLDR of how to cool a steam vent. Okay, now this is where you run into your second problem is now all this water that's coming out, it's entering at 26 degrees, it's coming out at 41 degrees. So you can see the problem that you've created for yourself. Yes, you're using cold water from here, but now you're heating it up. You're just dumping that water back in. So watch this trick. You can cool this water many different ways. One of the easiest ways to cool it is to just run it through. Well, here, let's do this. Well, we're going to dig all this out. Actually, we're going to brush in some oxygen. That'll essentially dig this out for us. Okay, the easiest way to cool it is by running it through a cold biome. Just like that. So let's do, where's my, why does this all get all wacky here? Okay, so now we're condensing the water. So we're condensing the steam in the water, producing water for ourselves. and we're taking some other source of liquid. Again, it can be any liquid basically. Well, I just happen to have polluted water here. It's entering at 26 degrees, comes out at 41 degrees, but as soon as we send it through this cooling chamber, see it comes in at 30. It's actually already 40 degrees. So it enters at 40, and then by the time it leaves the cooling chamber, it's 14 degrees. So now we're at a cooling positive here. We're producing more cooling than we are removing heat. So that's essentially how you tame one of these. Now again, your cooling can be anything. It can be aqua tuner. It can be like you could be taking cooling from another geyser like this one, if you have it nearby, which produces cold water already, and then you basically just have heated up water that you can put somewhere else. And you can see this will run nonstop. Jim makes a good point. Polluted water is honestly the best coolant in most situations unless you have nectar and until you get access to supercoolant. Absolutely, Jim. So that's a very important point, is that polluted water is the best coolant to use. But it's worth noting that anything that, you could use water as well. The only problem with water is that it will eventually evaporate and turn into steam if it gets hot enough inside the pipes. But they both have the same specific heat capacity, so you could basically use water if you wanted to. Now, okay, here's the other problem that you're running into is after you are taking the heat from here and dumping it in here, you start warming up this cold biome very, very slowly. So this is not a permanent solution. You have to think of a different solution. That's kind of the point of the game, is just to keep thinking of more permanent solutions than the one you have, and don't be afraid to use temporary solutions if you absolutely have to. Since this is literally so early in the game, I don't need to worry about heat. Maybe I should focus on taming it since it's like 30 cycles away. Oh, okay. So if it's that early, then just leave it alone until you have more of, like, you have plenty of water to start with. So especially on the Terra asteroid, it's not like this asteroid where you kind of have to get access to geysers. But you usually have plenty of water to start with on a Terra asteroid that you can play for like 100 or 200 cycles or maybe more. So yeah, if it's that, excuse me, if it's that early in the game, I just wouldn't worry about it. I would just leave it and then just have this infrastructure in mind for the future. Now, the natural gas geyser you probably should worry about because you're going to need lots of power. And eventually you want to get off the manual generator. It's very, very, this is a very primitive way to produce power. The next step up from that would be coal, because you have lots of coal. But coal is non-renewable unless you have a hatch called a critter. So, instead of setting that up, natural gas is fully renewable, and literally the only thing you have to worry about is putting in a pump that doesn't overheat. So that's hard at 150 degrees. See, natural gas comes out at 150 degrees, so you can't put in copper in here or gold without it breaking, unless you don't vacuum out this room entirely of natural gas. Because see how the natural gas is very cold. That's partly due to the surrounding area. So, but if you maintain a lot of mass, the natural gas geyser will never, well, it will take a lot longer for this to heat up, essentially. And then this was kind of shown in the Super Duper Dreamland playthrough that I did, which, by the way, you should probably go and watch if you want to see some, like, how to do an entire run on Ani. That takes you from very start to finish. But basically, as long as you keep some natural gas mass around here and you allow it to interact with the outside atmosphere that's very cold, anything that's produced in addition to the existing mass will immediately get cooled down by the surrounding atmosphere. Does that make sense? You're blowing a little bit of hot natural gas into a lot of cold natural gas. And that helps keep the temperature cool enough that you can get away with using a gold gas pump in here for a very, very long time. Okay, now that solves that issue. Now we just have to pipe it out. And then now we need, oh, that shouldn't use radiant there. It's kind of it's clicking too fast. Okay, so you should have insulation. And then what you want to do is, this is why I love natural gas generators so much, is, where's this thing? There it is. Is all you have to do is basically mine out a little area, go to your natural gas. Where is it? There it is. Natural gas, natural gas. Just kind of set them up. And again, these are going to produce heat, so you want to set them into somewhere where, if it's a very permanent solution, like a very long term, and a cold biome works out well. But you can put them anywhere. You can pretty much put them anywhere in your base for the time being, if it's very, very, very early on, and you can just move it later. But they do produce heat, like I said, so you want to be careful of the long-term placing. Whoops, this is the wrong way. So then you need a output and delete. I should have just used the sever. Now, there's another issue. These are going to produce carbon dioxide, and if the surrounding gas pressure of where you vented is already very high, like this is only 78 grams, so it's not that big of a deal. But if it was more, then you can't use the gas vent. You have to use a high pressure gas vent. That's kind of the downfall of that. But yeah, this is how you set up a natural gas generator. You just want to pipe it in, and remember what I told you about the natural gas geyser and the heat. I pipe it into here, but remember that it will produce a lot of heat in the long run, so you have to actively cool it or get it out of your base. Okay, so that's kind of the TLDR, very, very TLDR of the natural gas and the cooling, the cool gas vent. So I hope that answers your question, but like Jim pointed out, if it's very, very early, don't even bother going for the cool steam vent just yet. Just have it in the back of your mind, because you have more than enough water anyways. Jim says, I need to head out. Had fun on stream tonight. Glad I caught some of it. Hey, thank you so much, Jim, for showing up, and I'm glad you had a great time. And yeah, I'm going to be heading out soon here too. It's been 3.5 hours and getting kind of sleepy. So we'll most likely be back tomorrow. Whoever's still left in chat. I know a couple people are still here. You know what? Maybe I'll do a poll. I was gonna ask if you guys wanted to see Ori tomorrow or Ani, but there's plenty of time this week to do Ori. I might even do a day stream. Yeah. Thanks, man. I tried to watch as many of your tutorials as possible to get a more understanding of it. You rock, dude. Thank you so much for the kind words. Yeah, the tutorials are very, very helpful, but there's a lot. Just realize that there's a lot that goes on into the game that's almost impossible to cover on one. Like, for instance, just dealing with heat alone applies to every single thing that you build, and a lot of times I tell you to build something in a tutorial with the assumption that you know how to deal with the heat. So it's kind of one of those things where no matter what you build, what build you copy, just keep in mind that everything produces heat. So like, for instance, I might not tell you to use insulated tile, but you just have to realize that if you're building something that deals with heat, you probably have to use insulated tile. There's just a lot of little intricacies. Stringer says, same, have a good night. Say plug splug 3 times fast with sweat corn. Oh, wow. Have you done a tutorial on heat management? I can't remember if I've done it directly on heat management, but there's so much. There's so much of the tutorials pertain to heat management as it is. I sometimes just talk about it enough that I almost feel like I did, but I don't know if it actually exists. Let me check. I just type in heat into here. What do I get? Well, the thing is, even if so, yeah, there's a cooling tutorial for beginners that I have. That's a very, very old one. Wow, it's almost a year old, that video. So that might, hey, Nico, about those and stuff. Yeah, I really have to redo that one. But yeah, you can check it out if you want. It's still probably relevant in some way. It's just my older videos are not always as up to snuff as my newest ones. And good morning to you, Nico. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just about to end the stream and heading out. So I've already said good night to the people who were only here for the gameplay, and I just did a little bit of talking about taming random stuff in the meantime. But yeah, so we'll be back again a couple days this week. Like I said, I do have this upcoming week off work, so I can put a little more time into streaming. And it will kind of just be a dynamic thing. So if you can't make it, don't worry too much about it. But I will schedule it in advance if I do plan on streaming on that day. So, and we'll also do Ori and the Blind Forest at some point, maybe sometime throughout the week. And during the daytime or whatever. So it's not a usual Oni stream. So yeah, that's kind of what my plan is for the week. And this will conclude the rest of the stream, including like the tutorial part. So again, just as I always do, I just want to say a very special thank you to everyone who's coming to hang out with me and having a good time. And really happy that you are spending your time with me. And Exodus Laughing on Twitch gifted 5 subs today. Just want to give another shout out to Exodus Laughing. Thank you so much for gifting the community subscriptions. If you are still here and or you're watching the VOD, I hope you had a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. And thank you for continuing to support the channel heading into 2026. Hopefully it's a really good year for the channel, for you guys having a great time, and for the channel to continue to grow. So that'd be really cool. Other than that, yeah, just getting really sleepy, so we'll end it there. And as usual, I always say goodnight to all the people in the chat that have come by tonight that I can scroll up to. Eventually the chat disappears, so I can only scroll so far. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So there's absolutely no more gameplay tonight. All right. So Sean Monahan, thank you so much for being here tonight. He says, thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming to the stream, and thank you for all your support in the past year, Sean. Really, really appreciate it. And that goes for everyone else who's been here for a long time. So Emma, I'm just going to say Emma for now. Emma Zeka. Actually, that's a pretty cool name now that I think of it. Good night, bro. Sleep well. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and I hope that my tutorials continue to be helpful. And if you ever have a question, you can go on my Discord and ask a question. You just type in that to join a server, or click the link in the description below for a link. QC Phil says good night. Thank you so much for joining just the stream tonight, QC Phil. Have a great night. Sean, thanks again for showing up. Really appreciate your help. And really appreciate your for being here in 2026 and 2025. That's how tired I am. It's starting to hit. Chaos, thank you so much for being here. Nico, sorry that you joined a little late, but good morning to you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stringer, thank you for being here. Lazy Eyes. Jim, thank you as well for all your support this year. Serbi, thank you so much for, I think Serbi already left, but thank you so much for being here. Theridius, thank you so much for your support tonight. Michael, who else was here tonight? Thank you for coming by, hanging out with me. Let's see here. A lot of people were here. It's just I can't go back very far because there's so much chatter. Krog, Lazy Eyes, thank you guys for being here tonight. Who else? There's a lot of chatting. Jaws was here. Hey, Jaws. Thanks for joining tonight. 30th, I already said goodbye to. Krog, Stringer. And I think that's as far as I can go back. Yep. All right. So thanks you, everyone. Yeah, hey Capybara, you just joined. Well, you have a 3.5 hour VOD if you'd like to watch. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, no matter what you end up doing. So thanks again for being here, and we'll see you throughout the rest of the week for some more Ani content and some more Ori. Okay, good night, everyone. Take care and have a great day.